He never want to hear that man is problem.
Oh, yeah. I caught that bad boy, y'all.
Okay.
All right, y'all. I know y'all probably like, why he on 2 cameras? But don't worry about the shit. Know that we are here and we are on. Y'all should be ecstatic for the first time since March. So the first time since March, we are back in person. Look at that. All of them there, they go all together. Cameras all right back here together. And this is just gonna be awesome. We got a good show for y'all, and I know a couple of y'all was blowing up these messages just now talking about where's y'all at? It's 9 o'clock, all that good stuff. It's 7, man. What happened? What's going on? What's going on? Shut up. We here. Y'all know how we do it. Man, we love y'all so much, man. I love all that love, man. Thank y'all so much for every single thing. But don't y'all hear me, don't y'all?
Yeah, I hear you. I just turn my
It's got the mute button on you.
Oh yeah, it's good because I wanted to do that vibrate. It's gonna be like yeah. So I just appreciate every single one of y'all. We're gonna be doing this. Gonna be the first time we gonna do our live introductions in person, man. I'm so glad. I'm so happy to see my guys. So happy to be here. We only missing one fucker, and that's Cola. Okay. Cola, we miss you. She gonna be back here next week.
The one that bring the show home.
Oh, I'm telling you, she gonna come. She back here next week. I guarantee you, it's promised. It's gonna be all good and everything else. So there we go. Jay, what up, Joe, man?
What up, Jay?
What up, Jay, man? Jay, we gotta get you on here. Jay, go to my personal page. Request me. It's Randy Johnson. I'm gonna change my name to something else, though, Jay. But no, I'm keeping Randy Johnson. I don't know why I just said that. Jay, request me.
What the fuck you
like Mayor Team Beat, like Mayor PhD. Like, yeah, but no, friend request me, Jay, man. So yeah, we gonna get started. We gonna get, man, y'all coming through. Okay, so y'all was ready. Y'all was on edge. Y'all was ready. We got everything together. Man, we so happy to be here, man. Episode 4. We just happy to be back together, finally. Man, got wine, we got everything, like some fucking housewives. And man, it's gonna be great. And right now, I know he watching. Kwame Kilpatrick. That's what I call him, Kwame. But next week, we got an awesome guy on the show. I'm telling you, you know how you can meet people and you instantly connect? This is exactly what happened with me and this guy. Off of the weird, I'm telling y'all, off the weirdest, I'll let him come on and tell you, but we connected off of one of the funniest movies of all time, in The Step Brothers, off of Post. And since then, man, I just cannot wait for this guy. He had one of our best, he had our quote of the week last week, where it says, what you recite to yourself, and I love it. I'm gonna put it out there again. But I asked him, man, I said, man, you got to come on tonight too. But he our special guest next week, but he gonna be our special guest tonight. We don't care. And we gonna get him on here, man. I appreciate you. It's my man, Mr. Glover. Get him on here right now.
Yo.
There we go. My man, what's going on, John, man? You good, bro? See y'all.
I can't complain. My wife's looking at me sideways like, what is you doing? I'm good, man. And he was right. We connected off one of the funniest movies ever, and that would be Step Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Step Brothers instantly. Like, man, like, hold on. Like, did we just become friends? Like, yup.
Yep.
When y'all said y'all connected off the movie, I was just like, please.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I know. Oh god.
I was like,
bro, man, like, oh man, they're awful.
I was gonna be like,
thanks for the drink.
But man, John, appreciate you being on here tonight. Like I said, you're gonna be on here next week
for sure.
A whole bunch of other topics. Appreciate them. Just had them. We also gonna have my bro Jared. He gonna be on here. He at the barbershop getting clean. Jared is the clean Rick Ross now. Jared is like Mr. Rick Ross now. Everything. Yeah. But I'm gonna let my co-hosts do their thing.
Peace.
Introduce themselves, and then we just gonna take it from there.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Jordan Asian Boy back in action in person. Y'all know who I am. I'm that Don Magic Wine, that light-skinned player from them Himalayas, man. Welcome to Unfiltered. Got my boy Mac Reese.
I ain't gonna send an introduction because Jordan gonna talk shit. But it's your boy Mac. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. We back live in person.
Yes, indeed.
Let's go to our host.
All right, y'all. So much stuff going on. Y'all know I'm big on politics, but like I've been saying, like I don't even got the heart to touch politics. Next week we got such a powerful show on it, and the reason why I was setting it up that way is because it's the week before the election. And
I just gotta.
it's just powerful. We got so much stuff. Is this crazy? What's wrong?
Nothing. You talking iPhone talk now.
Okay, man. I hate fucking iPhones.
I still got an Android too, but you know.
And it's funny because I got both of them.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna tell you what I do like about, and we're gonna have this debate maybe so long, but we had it so people have it all the time, Android and Apple. But I tell you, it's stuff I like with both of the phones that I wish they could come together and it make one super phone like the fucking Voltron or something. But it ain't gonna happen because I'm gonna tell you, I think Android got crisper pictures, but iPhone got more picture options. They can do everything with it. They could do everything. I'm like, oh.
Pictures are better too.
Yeah, that's why I said the pictures. The pictures are better.
I remember the only thing with the iPhone is that you got to sell your soul, give them a pint of blood. I really see niggas at the iPhone store getting fucked in their ass in the back for 12. At first I thought it was a daydream. I'm like, just know y'all ain't lying. I was out at the hall road store. And there's some guys like, I'll do anything for the 12. And these guys got happy. Now I ain't gonna let me not front them out. I'm telling you.
Saying you watched?
I was like,
what is Andrew?
Like we're like, look at this. Bet you'll get this picture clear. And what happened is that I'm gonna tell you one thing. Apple Store, I'm gonna give y'all credit on this for Apple Store. Man, y'all be talking, the workers talk without talking to each other. Cause I went out there to replace my daughter's phone. She just had it for like a couple of, like not even a month yet. And it's like, we're just gonna replace it. And he's like, okay. And then I'm just sitting there waiting. All of a sudden I seen somebody come out like, I'm like, what the hell was that? And he's like, and then he went right back in the back room. I'm like, man, I mean, dang. I was like, that's a pretty good customer service, I guess.
They be on it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them that. It was there. I mean, Android, man, we need to get a store. At least a Note store. I've been so faithful to the Note.
We got an Android store. It's a Metro PCS store.
Okay.
Fuckers.
That's the Android store.
Man, I hate that. I hope.
I'm with T-Mobile. I said, something on my phone. Go to Metro. I'm like, go to Metro. Go to Metro.
Oh, man, I ain't about to start that niggas. With the topics, we got a couple of good topics for y'all tonight. One of the ones I kind of want to start off with first, I think it's the I want to get this out the way first, and it's in regards to one of my favorite rappers just released a new album, and that's T.I. Let me see the Libra, and it was all right, but I see he got a lot of political things on there too now, and this is where my problem come in. I'm a big person that I don't like hypocrites. I don't like hypocrites or people that double talk. Or at least if you're doing it, admit like, okay, I'm wrong for whatever I did. And this is why my change of heart. But don't try to make it like you ain't did this, like you ain't did the shit. That's what irritates me. So when you got somebody like T.I., and it's a whole bunch of there's a whole bunch of rappers, entertainers, celebrities. They get out here. Now they all on this big old stretch deal, man. Get your credit together. Buy property, do all this stuff, which is all great ideas. But you motherfuckers ushered in some of the most materialistic mindsets in fucking history, and y'all were proud of it. I'm sorry. I mean, that's how y'all motherfuckers is rich. This is how rappers got rich. They got rich by saying, let me sell them a lifestyle. And now all of a sudden you like, fuck that, y'all. Go do this, go do that, go do that. But I ain't got a problem with that. But I have a problem with you motherfuckers didn't apologize for the fact that y'all ass co-signed a lot of that bullshit that y'all was putting out there. That's my problem. So our first topic of the night, just in case everybody's sharing, again, we normally don't say it all the time. Share, support, get this video out there so everybody can see it, everybody. Our first topic of the night is, influential hypocrites. What is going on with all these celebrities, entertainers who all of a sudden wholeheartedly sold the idea of being materialistic and narcissistic, and now they've done a complete 180, but you ain't heard not one fucking apology or a mission of fact that they were a part of the issue as well.
So I totally on board with the apology of saying, hey, I'm sorry that I did this if I influenced somebody. Now, if we're gonna go ahead and hold it, I know in our previous podcasts we talked about having accountability. Now, we don't have our children listen to certain music because they can influence our children, but at the same time as the parents, we're accountable for what they listen to.
Yep.
So now with that being said, if we have a rapper like T.I. who's hey, I was in the street, I sold drugs and I did this and I did that, and I put my real life into my music, right? So so it's not being a hypocrite. If I'm like, okay, hey, if I rap about selling dope and that's what I do, I'm gonna rap about selling dope. And now that I see things like, okay, my credit has to get better, investing in properties, learning political figures or political aspirations, is it not responsible for him to go ahead and say, hey, this is what's going on now, and this is what you should do?
Mm-hmm.
Now, rapping and those things help relate to other people. So that puts food on their table, which we all would do. Hey, you may not like your job, you may not like your job, but we do that to put food on our table. And so, like, another example with Cardi B. Cardi B can rap about women positivity or, being treated a certain way, but people want to buy into, hey, that WAP, that wet ass pussy, or sucking dick till you touch the dingly thing. You know what I mean? So that's what we buy into.
What the fuck that thing called?
hey, I forgot to Google it every time I hear that. I'm like, what is it called? But that's just my
pendulum.
A what?
Mm-hmm. I took a guess.
Stupid mother. Yeah. So that's my thing about it. Like, I see what you mean as far as being a hypocrite. Like, so would you prefer the person to still rap about drugs even though they matured and invest in properties into their children and everything like that?
You know what? And Jade, I heard you said the question was,
my bad.
I'm saying, how do you feel about a lot of these influencers, these celebrities, and entertainers who are pushing all these positive and thoughtful narratives now that was totally 180 degrees different from what made them famous and what put food on their table and got them all these the ability to be an influencer, but never apologize or admitted their wrongdoing in regards to why they're in a certain shape they are now. That's the question. My thing, I agree with you on when you said that, but it's like, I just feel like I can't tell my son to respect women and I'm beating the shit out of women every damn day. That's my thing. It's like, I can't do that. Or tell my I just think that I want to hear T.I. ass, Mr. Two-time go to jail ass nigga say, bro, I shouldn't have been pushing that narrative. I can understand. Let's get them one thing straight.
Okay.
You bring out your first albums, you know what I'm saying? Your albums and stuff like that. I know Jews, blacks got to get out this fucking ignorant ass mindset of selling, thinking that you can sell out your community and that's the best way for you to do stuff. I can sell them out. Because it's different ways for them to usher in their money. Now, I understand rap. Oh, I just told my tale. That's cool. Tell your tale. But if you're 18 albums in and you still saying the same tale, motherfucker, when the fuck did you grow? I think stuff is about a development and growth. Mm-hmm. So when you got like a T.I., which hey, everybody make mistakes, right? But if you do it over and over again, we just said it. It's a habit. So I don't like them telling these young guys, This how you do. This how you gotta do to get the hoes and everything else of that nature. And now you telling them, man, come on, man. You know, respect these hoes. Do this. You know what I'm saying? So
is it a sellout? I mean, you go ahead and go, bro.
All right. So personally, again, it's kind of difficult when you ushered in the. All right, this is your 18th album, and you still talk about the same shit. It's like, hey, bro, because I understand growth. You can talk about something. And first of all, I think it needs to be mentioned. When you go into the music business, I think no matter what, you selling a part of yourself, period.
I agree.
You can't get through that clean. It just, I mean, it just don't happen that easily. You gotta, that's a sacrifice. You gotta, something gotta go. But at the same time, I don't know, man, because it's like, all right, when I speak about financial things, I talk about Black people not being the big consumers that we are.
Yeah.
We buy Nike, we buy Yeezy, we buy everything, and everybody gets fat off it. But then I got a T-shirt that I want to create that I'm thinking about. I'm telling you not to be a consumer, but I'm putting a T-shirt out there. You know what I'm saying? I know back Jay-Z's last concert, when he dropped 444, he had said, you shouldn't spend this much money in the club, type thing if you ain't got it, whatever. And then his tickets prices came out, and it was like, all right, 2,000 here, 500 to be here, 600 to be here, and people were laughing like, I thought you said don't go spending this in the club. And it's like, I mean, your situation is specific to the things that are being said. Like, if I'm telling people all the time, save your money, find investments, that don't mean you can't do anything, you know what I'm saying, other than that. So I think it's a great area. I think they should go get their money. People are attracted to a certain type of music, and if I'm a salesman, I gotta sell you that.
And that's what I was gonna get on board with. So like, let's look at a different artist. Look at Snoop Dogg, right? So Snoop Dogg dropped all these albums where he's talking about hoes, bitches, smoking weed,
trust them, them.
Exactly, right? And so little we know, he dropped the gospel album, he dropped the reggae album. Do we talk about Snoop Dogg in that manner?
I think he's in the same category to mine.
And so do we buy it? It's like, all right, we don't talk about.
I ain't buy that whack shit.
But exactly. So it's like,
horrible, dude.
Yo, but
I ain't buying this.
but that's what you want. Like, I don't know. And as bad as this sound is truthful, bro. Like that "Care for Me" song with Cardi B. Like, I don't really dig it. I that can't be careful with me. Whatever that song is. Yeah.
No, the album.
But think about like all the other songs. She was talking about sucking dick and shaking ass, and I'm like, that's my song. But I mean,
that's your song.
Yeah,
sucking dick.
No, about her sucking dick. Hey, don't try to twist my words, homie.
That still don't make it no better. You like the songs about other women. Either way.
Anyway, we gravitate to what we want to hear. We don't want to hear Jeezy talking about, hey man, I went to college and I did this. We want to hear him flipping bricks and selling O's.
Have y'all heard Jeezy on the radio preaching about voting?
I'm like, nigga, shut up.
Listen.
Get on the court and flip that bird.
Again, I like Jeezy.
That's what I do.
But I heard him on the radio.
Gotta vote. Sell dope.
It's Jizzle. I was like,
yeah.
I said, oh no. Yeah. Y'all gotta get out there and buy. I said, oh. But there was another big thing. Jeezy's son, he was celebrating him. Did he graduate college or is he in college?
I saw him in college.
Okay,
he graduated
in high school. Either way. But people were like, man, Jeezy told y'all to sell bricks.
I saw that.
He said his kid to college. Like, I'm like, man, I think for yourself and for your kids, you got to be able to speak to them and penetrate them enough and penetrate yourself enough that if you're going to listen to this, you got to understand this isn't really how life is.
Yes.
And you got to take a different avenue.
We I think as blacks, with black people in the community, we all don't have that access to money as other people that want to invest in real estate or other things like that. So when we first delivered to like, hey, you got to sell drugs. If you been brought up in a good family, good neighborhood that have you said that, hey, you sell drugs or you rap and play basketball, then you get those avenues of ownership and stock markets and all that stuff. So I think that's what the realm of that is to me. So like, hey, if I don't have anything, I either got to play basketball to get it, sell drugs, or rap. And once I get to there, then I can go ahead and figure out, all right, maybe I should invest in real estate, or maybe I should go ahead and invest in these stock markets or whatever. So that's the mind state of of how we can access wealth.
Which, again, that's obvious, but that the margins are so small on that probably ain't your lane.
Right.
I tell people now, when people say, I don't have the money to invest, I don't have the money to do that, that's bullshit to me
now. How is it? Well, right now.
Right now. For everybody.
I agree.
For everybody.
Well, not necessarily. If you made a mistake or something like that, then not necessarily. But yeah, right now it's like, and you go to your point. I think I'm gonna get it.
I think, period, for everyone, the money is there. You may not be able to go and buy a $100,000 building or something like that, but consistency and discipline is what makes people rich. Yep. It's not the one-off stuff that happened. It's consistency. The money that you spend on some shoes or the vacations and all those other things, that's your investment money.
Yep.
So every time you're doing these things, all right, mortgage your life off, mortgage your life off, mortgage your life off.
And I feel like we really don't put in that effort, like to actually see something grow. Everybody wants that instant, like, all right, man, hey, I'm gonna open up this building here. It's gonna make this amount, and then it's gonna go here. We don't count like, man, look, I might go into debt these first 5 years, or these first 5 years. Now I'm not go ahead and spend $30 a month on food. We ain't ready for that. Like we want the gratification, but we ain't ready for the hard work.
And that's just it. When people talk about, again, like we were on what they're preaching about and stuff of that nature, you look at the route that they took, either selling drugs or selling their soul for the music, and you understand it because most people want that quick gratification anyway. But you got to learn self-discipline on your own. And most people aren't gonna make it where they want to make it anyway, because self-discipline is a tough ass thing to do.
And right now, I thought what you're gonna get to was way more things to do to go ahead and get money, like Uber Eats, Uber. It's a whole bunch of ways just to make money now, to where it's not an excuse. So
this whole career. I'm looking at some of the comments.
All right.
Yeah, that was another one. Mackenzie said them promoting a single lifestyle through music while being married. That's Snoop been married what, 20 plus years?
A lot of them. Snoop was Dre.
I'm happy for him, first of all.
Who, Dre?
I am.
How?
You ain't here?
No, I didn't.
First of all, that embezzling Jezebel of a wife that he got, Floozy trying to take what, 400,000
a month, or 400,000
out the account. She took it out.
Oh, she was stealing.
Yes. Come on, man. They caught her up on that. That's bold. First of all, the judge knocked out that $2 million a month that she was asking for. Did y'all see people on social media discussing that? They were saying y'all don't understand. If you were rich, you'd understand $2 million a month is not that much money.
What?
$2 million is $2 million. I don't care how you cut that shit. That's money, okay?
And we discussed it before. If she helped him make that money, then all right, you entitled to maybe $2 million. But come on, bro. Like, if I give you $2 million, you should be able to survive
by itself.
Yeah,
$2 million a month.
But they look at, Dre, you work for Bill. I gotta get $2 million a month.
And he ain't even there yet. He close. But still, that's another thing. People act like his net worth is the cash that he got. Talking about paying out they talking $2 million cash is what she was asking. Not, hey, okay, I get this house, $2 million cash.
That's ridiculous.
Again, big win for Dre. This ain't no bashing on women either. This is a specific woman who made a specific decision. I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to do that.
We'll see. But Rick Ross said it. When Dre hit the roof, she filed for divorce. So
yeah. No.
All right. What's the next topic?
Let me see what we got. We got our Mount Rushmore.
Oh, let's go on in that.
All right.
Yeah, let's go on in that. Oh, actually, y'all want to do the you remember me at Thin Line Love and Hate?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, what's this young lady's name? What's her name on the show?
Brandy.
Brandy.
Yep.
Brandy and Darnell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So for everybody who watched a Thin Line, it's a thin line between love and hate, right? So we haven't discussed this.
Nope.
So we're gonna pick who's wrong between Brandy and Darnell. So go in the comments and put y'all picks. We're gonna go ahead and discuss it. So we'll start with you, Jordan. Who do you think was wrong?
First of all, like I had told you a little earlier, I watched the movie before, but I've never like sat down and analyzed it and watched it first. So I did it a little earlier. And initially, this is kind of like what's that movie? Acrimony.
Yeah,
a little bit. Initially, Darnell was wrong because he did lead her on.
Yeah.
She asked him specifically, "Is there anybody else?"
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "No, I don't got feelings for nobody. It's just you."
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, "I love you" for the pussy.
Yes, he did.
And I was like, "Yup." I said, "Dog, that's bold." You know what I'm saying? Point blank. Period. You're wrong. You feel me? But then you got some crazy ass women out here, and I ran into them too. I got 4 tires that was flat off some mess like this. But again, you know how I knew she was crazy? First of all,
The pussy was good.
that too. I'm not talking about my personal, but Brandy.
Good pussy always crazy.
But Brandy, what's the name? When she told him that she killed her husband, she didn't know this nigga that long at all.
Well, does the movie say how long she knew him?
No, but I'm saying
It wasn't a year, so
you know what I'm saying? I killed my husband. I was like, oh yeah, she crazy. She crazy for sure. You don't know this nigga like that. You wanted to get that out so bad. Tripping. I knew from there. I'm Team Darnell, which is weird because in Acrimony, well, I forget what the girl name is, but I was Team Taraji on the lows. I was rocking. I'm like, man, she put in too much time. That was way too much time. I'm Team Darnell because he made a mistake earlier. He cut her off and was pursuing somebody else wholeheartedly, and she just blew. She's too crazy in the head, man.
I think I'm on the opposite with you. I was very Team Darnell. I'm like, man, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy doing all this. She hitting herself with oranges and abusing herself and went and beat up the girl and everything. But after, like I said, I analyzed it a little bit and just seeing all the warning signs that Darnell got, said, hey, this is what you're going to get to with this person, and he still pursued her. She rejected him many times on different occasions, and was like, all right, I'm still going to pursue you. And even like I said, like after she told him, hey, I killed my husband, he still had sex. And
he was already in the pussy. He said, I'm about to get this.
I mean, of course, you go.
I'd have been like, go ahead, just get the last one up out of me, sure.
I just see that all.
What you gonna do at that point?
Man, nothing, dog.
That's what I'm saying. Finish up.
Man.
Finish up.
But
and she hopped on top after she told him too. She took control. I would have been
right, that boy.
Okay. She said, "Whoa."
Yeah. That old pussy was good, boy. That could work. But yeah, I feel like the reason I'm gonna hold Darnell accountable is because I feel like he saw all the warnings of, okay, I shouldn't mess with this person, and this person said, hey, don't mess with me and everything like that. And just even seeing like through the movie, she didn't introduce him to any of her co-workers or didn't want him to be a part of her life as far as knowing her family.
She killed him.
She killed who?
All her co-workers. This is a murderer.
But yeah, so no, only reason I'm a side with Brandy on this one is because I feel like Darnell had all the warrants to leave her alone, and he still did it until it was too late.
What the fuck?
You said who you siding with?
I'm siding with Brandy.
No,
I gotta.
Yo, niggas, I know you're not about to say Team Brandy too, man.
I gotta go with Brandy.
Then this nigga Jordan don't go for what's that?
No.
This is what I say.
Y'all really tripping.
I will say this. This is the. I will say this. because I see I'm putting y'all views on there. I'm putting y'all comments on there at the same time. If I see anything that stick out, I'm gonna say something about it. But this is what I'll say. First, when she got in that bad boy, and when she started, he finally got the pussy. He lied. She gave him warnings. That was the big one. She gave him warnings, like, last person that hurt me, had to fucking chop his dick off and kill the nigga. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna try it. But then after that, when he said let go, he dropped the knife off to her. First of all, it's some things. I'm gonna say I'm Team Darnell with some stipulations. This is what I'm gonna say.
Oh, look.
And this is why. He was fucking stupid. I would have never went to go visit this bitch in the hospital. I don't care how many fucking times she called me. I would have made no trip up there. Like Brandy said, she come over. Fuck her. She had to come to my fucking house to see my ass. And I'm like, come on in the door. Come on in the door. What's up? Bah! She did. I ain't going to the hospital. She gonna play something like she did. Look what she did to him. Like, ooh. He gonna say, damn, what happened to you? Cops came in there. She's like, stop hitting me. Somebody was there like, Brandy, what you do to me? I'm like, oh, you unfuck me.
Have y'all ever been in a situation like that?
Hell yeah.
Where you just you looked at as the bad person, you ain't nothing you can say. I've had one situation. I think I shared it on here before, but I do not want to be in a situation like that again. When the cops came there and got him, like, you completely innocent, but somebody done painted a good picture, okay? And all you just gotta roll with it. I want to finish this topic, but I want to kind of sidebar to off the Breakfast Club. It was a discussion, and they were talking about when to stop pursuing a woman, and that's some tough shit. They had people calling in. They were discussing it. Like you said, Darnell was pushy. First of all, he did too much. When he got her license plate and found out where she worked, I was like, all right, now, bro, that's stalking shit.
And I'm on side with you too, because I felt like Brandy did put herself in spots to where Darnell was able to pursue her. Like we gave her the car to go in the club, and she was at the club. It was like, okay, you coming to this club after I gave you this car? It's like, all right, I mean, you got some kind of interest.
And she did. What I want to know. And I love for people in the comments to talk about it. What is too far in pursuing a woman? Women do play hard to get. They'll have all the interest in you as can be, but they won't let you just get it easy.
And I was gonna actually comment on that with you too. Some people want you to go to the extreme.
That's what
but then it's like, oh, I want you to do that. So
it's like they can pick their own. They can pick and choose when they want it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it depends on the guy. I remember there was a story. There was a guy. He's talking to this girl. They were at the club. She kept telling him, no, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. He outside talking to her. She in her car, and she like, no. She brushing him off again. He had two phones. He threw one phone in the car. Boom. She went off. He called her. Hey, They married now. First of all, but women will say that's too far sometimes, and then with other occasions, they'll let it ride. I don't. And a lot when I was listening to the Breakfast, right? When I was listening to the Breakfast Club thing, a lot of the women were saying, these guys are rapey and things of that nature. I'm like, where do you cut the line at? Where do you cut the line?
Man, I remember a while.
You say no, I stopped talking to you.
I remember a while ago, I was messing with this young lady, right? And
long while ago.
Long while ago. But yeah. So I was so before we actually started messing around, I tried to pursue her, and she wasn't interested. So I was talking to somebody that she knows, not like a close friend, but somebody that she knew, right? And she got upset that I talked to her because I tried to talk to her. She said no. So I was like, so why are you upset at me after I gave you a chance, to pursue what we had, even though I had them both? But it's just that, when she said, well, you didn't try hard enough. I was like, well, what more do you want me to do? So that was kind of like, what more you want me to do after you say no?
I don't know, man. I think
that's not creepy.
Women need to draw a line somewhere for us. Not good.
All right. Hey, well, Mackenzie. There we go. I'm gonna read this on. I'll put it on the screen for y'all. It says 2 men can talk to the same woman do the same acts. If she likes one more than the other, he'll get away with things that the other won't.
Yep.
I agree with that.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
I
Absolutely.
agree for sure.
I agree with that.
I saw a picture. It was a Flavor Flav, and then it was Idris Elba. Idris Elba, and it was like a man coming to you saying, "Hey, them pants fit real nice on you. Sound real different coming from these two different men." I was like, "Yeah, but that's real unfair." Because I've had women that I've seen in the club, I can go up to, pull them in close. You know what I'm saying? And then I see my boy do, get your hands off me. What are you doing? And it's
you
like,
don't know me.
Yeah, like, man, he rapey and I'm smooth. That's some hypocritical stuff there. Man.
Was he dark skinned?
I'm about to go to that.
Hey, that's some bullshit. Oh man.
Let's see here, Jay. Let's see what she said. She said you can keep going with your advance long as you can tell. Let's see here. What the heck is that? As long as you can tell she ain't annoyed. See, yeah, shit, and you're continuously trying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Because you're buying drinks.
Yeah.
Damn, what?
I don't really buy drinks.
I ain't buying nobody shit.
Dark skin wins again. Y'all so retarded.
Jersey.
I think that you know what? Because maybe I'm just a different type of dude. Man, I ain't got patience for no games. So once you start,
No, exactly.
once I start seeing, that's why I like the word. It's like you chase. I'm like, I don't chase nobody. It's got to be a welcome pursuit.
Yep.
It can't be a chase. If I'm chasing, like chasing indicates you running away from me. So when I start seeing you having, first of all, I think that you know when somebody is like digging you and kind of playing like they just want you to do a little bit. Okay, like I like that. I like the, you know what I'm saying, the flirt chase.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay. But when you like, you know, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. That's why the nigga you with is right now. That's why the nigga you with like the nigga you trying to talk to. And I'm like, it's just like, girl, man, some women just, you know, they so used to people doing everything that they want to do for each other, or doing everything they want to do.
You gotta get your ass hit.
Right.
Hey, John, great quote. You said the direct approach is the best approach.
No, for sure.
But so now let me ask you ladies this. Why doesn't it work?
Oh no, it worked for me.
No, but I'm saying in general, like people like to be chased around. Like if I say, hey, I want to pursue you, and you're like, okay, well, I'm not interested or whatever. You pursue somebody else, and they're like, well, you should have did. You should try hard enough. Just look.
Again,
Why?
I can't ever say that. I'm a direct person, and I take the direct approach. And again, I get a yes or a no, and then I'm on my merry way. That's it.
Yeah, I don't like the time waste. Like, if you don't want to be, you know,
let me try.
Let me do this. Okay, you don't understand? Like, man, stop. You know, a lot of women gonna get offended about it, but guys, stop building these bras heads up. That ain't worth it. Because what happens is that she get a hold of somebody like me and tell her the truth and destroy her self-confidence. Because I'm not gonna sit there and let you think that you all that and you ain't. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I'm like, you ain't. Right? Ain't nobody about to chase you. Like, what's it? I got guys chasing after me. I'm like, why they ain't gotta chase you? Like, you know, I'm sorry, but you know, if I'm so okay. If you dropping them draws in a matter of a day or so, man, you got charity pussy. I'm gonna call you United Way. You United Way. I'm gonna be sweating you on that. Just like you got guys, you know, and everything else. But I don't like women that just think they like. And you guys, some of you guys out here just build, beautiful. Beautiful use so much that they don't even know if they saw somebody beautiful they actually came to them. I'm like, man, get out of here. Stop saying that junk, man. Talk to her. Oh, she beautiful. She beautiful. I'm like, yeah, she beautiful. When she got 18 coats of makeup on and all the rest of the stuff, and do you see her in the morning, she looking like the goddamn crypt keeper, and you trying to figure out what happened because you kept calling her beautiful. I'm like, it's a different story. So yeah, I don't like, you know, I don't like all the games, man. I don't know. It's a big game out here. Some of y'all got. No, I think now women are 10 times more easier.
Hell yeah.
Well,
and I'm talking about for women I'm talking about for studs. If a stud want a woman to get her easy, guy want a woman to get her easy. It is
and you know
out
what?
there.
And you know what I think helps? Internet, online dating. Because I feel like this is me. I'm sorry. If I feel like you on Tinder, you're easier to get. I just feel like you lonely. That's how I feel about it.
Mackenzie, I love that comment.
What you say?
There's too many options out here for someone to have a big head. It's too much. Now, I would say this. I would say this to the point. I agree with you. I would say there's too many options out here for someone to think they're not replaceable.
Okay.
That's what I would say. How you like that, Mackenzie? Is that better? I think that one better. There's too many options out here for people to think they, can't be replaced.
Yep.
So
it all depends where you at too. So, for example, I went to college in the UP. Not a lot of black women. So, you gotta select a few, and they're thinking, oh, well, shit, I'm the baddest person up here. So it's like, no, you just Houghton bad. You not Detroit bad. You know what I'm saying? So that plays a part too.
I think big head's gonna always be there. I think people should have a big head to a certain extent.
And I think you should be confident.
You know
Confidence is sexy.
For sure.
I think confidence is sexy for anybody to have. But when you overconfident, I'll deflate the fuck out your balloon. I'll pop the shit out of the bitch. Man, yeah, go up there. Yeah, you good. Bah! Get your ass back down here, you well-beat motherfucker. Yeah.
Listen. I usually hate.
Cotton swab here, bitch.
I think guys can go too far, especially y'all dark skinned man. Like I heard a lot of stories where, a girl tell them no, and then they want to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You don't want to talk to me?
That's light skinned.
No, we won't say that.
Yeah.
We not that aggressive. Not do all that shit.
That'd be y'all.
But I have flipped it on stuff. I had one girl before. I'm at the club. I'm in the booth with my friends. Pretty girl. She's sitting next to us and the other one. So we've been sitting there for a while. I started up a conversation. She said, "No, I'm a lesbian. I don't want to talk." I said, "All right, sure." So she was trying to make it seem like she was actually a lesbian. This girl came. She's like sitting there kicking or whatever. I'm like. This is hilarious, man. We gonna have to get in on that.
I'm on Tinder and I have only met one person and he was easy.
Yeah, I'll
I wrote
that
No shame in your game.
Hey, I appreciate the truth. I gotta clap up for that. She's like, somebody go fuck me on Tinder.
Hey, Jay, like, look at Jay. You see Jay? You're like, dear Lord.
Oh, wow.
Like, oh.
Hey.
I thought I'm on Tinder.
I'm JC 552.
I'm in the loop. Just look me up. I know motherfucking smiling like this in front of us.
Hey, we love you, Jada. We love your honesty, man.
That dude on Tinder love you too, man.
Yep.
Woo!
Hey.
Oh, it's okay. I'm about to make a Tinder.
Hey, they'll go there and what's swipe right?
Like, whoop. Yeah.
Remember me from Unfiltered?
Oh, yeah. Remember I was on Unfiltered, right? That's me.
I hate when women say that. Mackenzie says she is right. Sometimes men are too available.
Mackenzie, we on the same page tonight. To a point, I agree with her. I think men are easy to a point. Men, well, I tell you, it don't take nothing for a man to,
that's
the general population of men. Because women say that because women from the day they get developed and they go, I've always constantly have people hollering at them, pursuing them. So when a guy, you get a girl, whoa, you look good. You're like, damn.
Really?
Bro, me? What the fuck? So it come off like that. But I think that it's like, whoa, damn, my motherfucking lucky day. When a guy get there, like, whoa, damn, I can holler at guys get, this is crazy. Women just get, I'm so tired of that. Like, cause y'all get it all the time. Y'all get it from men. Y'all get it from women. You get it from anybody else. Everybody. Y'all get it from everybody. So it's just, I didn't see two girls where she's like, man, she's gorgeous. Like, thank you. I'm like, man, Gala, man, I'm just looking, come over and say that to me. Guy like, she said that to me, like, ooh, I love the way them lips look. Like, ooh. They feel you better. When a guy a guy is easy, I become uninterested.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
What really?
Oh,
Why?
you want to play?
Oh, wait,
you know
Jada,
what?
why? Jada, why we be?
Hey,
Please
so y'all want the guy to be in the bed like y'all like, here, let me ride the dick. No,
No, don't do
Yeah,
that.
so
No.
get Jada,
Don't do
respond to that, please. How?
How?
no, don't ride the dick.
How? Man,
Or do you mean too eager?
too eager is a better thing to say.
Maybe too
Because
eager.
God's gonna be easy. It's gonna
Man,
be
look,
easy.
if you come to my house, we fucking.
And that's what I'm saying.
And
It's
John
like, no,
put it
come to
good
my
one.
house,
John
fuck.
said it. It says the wind blow and we ready. I agree with that to a point.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I mean, to like once I get to like, and then of course I'll start getting to know you. If you something like, oh God.
Yeah. What I don't like is men don't have the luxury of you, taking it and you getting to know them for real.
Mm-hmm.
Women have that luxury. They gonna be pursued again by somebody.
Yeah, somebody want them out
If
there.
you don't want to, on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they gotta be a little more selective, especially if you ain't the best looking. Even more so, you gotta be all right. I gotta be Johnny on the spot. You know what I'm saying? So it changes things.
I agree with you on that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I think that's like what you said. That time, I like that because some people just, man, it's the whole dynamics is different. I think it's kind of balancing it out a little bit now, but for the most part, like but you know what? I'd be a hypocrite if I said that because I don't like a woman that's easy.
Jay, I agree with you. I agree with you, Jay. I agree with you. A lot of y'all had one night stands. He said women are just as easy. They just don't like to admit it.
Yeah.
And that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
For sure.
No, easy. I don't want to date the guy who running around with his dick out. Well, I mean, I've always run my dick out, especially in the shower and stuff like that. Around the house. Who don't run with their dick out?
All right,
if you in the house
Mackenzie, you
by
said
yourself?
make a woman understand she needs to be worth your time because if you don't, she's gonna take her time for granted.
Oh, she gonna take your time for granted. I mean, it just depends what the deal is, man. Sometimes you got to be Terminator with a woman. Mission and be done.
That's it.
Just like that's how women are. Women, I respect a woman that say flat out what she looking for. Look at this. If you gotta, you know what I'm saying, look, just like what's that Jay-Z, Jay-Z like, how much you need to go shopping. Like, hey, let me know you like that from jump. Because I am going to work and put miles on your ass for that. If I'm gonna be paying for that, you're gonna be walking out that motherfucker. You're gonna be 20 and you're gonna be looking like an old ass 80-year-old woman. I'm done with that pussy. You're like, oh, you took everything out of me. You was fucking this shit out of me. Damn, that was that. Oh, he was fucking me, young man.
That's never been me. That's never gonna be me. I can't. You can't ask me for no cheese.
No, not no money, bro.
Oh, fuck me.
Maybe I ain't rich enough. I ain't rich enough because don't come with that bullshit.
Yeah, I'll fuck the shit out your model ass. Like, boom, bust it. Nah, this ain't worth it. No, this ain't worth it anymore. Fucking my brains out. This ain't worth 10 G's, Randy. Like, too late, motherfucker. I got 3 more G's to you. Woo, young man. I make it look like a time machine.
All right, real quick. So Jada said, no, I like a man with self-control who don't let me get my way all the time just because he wants to kid me. You're too weak-minded and weak-fleshed. I can roll with that.
Okay.
I can
For sure. I hate seeing weak dudes that do allow a woman to do whatever, say whatever.
Yeah.
Because they trying to get that. Honestly, you'll get it more if you put it in that place. You're like, hey, I done told a woman before, yo, I don't got no motherfucking time for all the bullshit you trying to do. If this what you on, go and be on that. And I go my own way.
And
sometimes you'll get the woman
look, and then,
yeah, I'm putting this comment on here.
What's that?
I'm putting Mackenzie comment on here.
If you wait a day, like, I apologize for that. You
and they
come over
exactly.
like,
they come right
okay.
And that's where it is. You gotta be men gotta be straightforward, man. And I mean, this room obviously ain't gotta worry about it, but I see it, man. I see it on social media, man. I see these dudes. Hey, first of all, Jada talking like that. She got a whole bunch of them, man.
Oh, Jada got a lot of Jada, you got a lot
all the time.
You got a light skin one.
Them be the thirstiest dudes I ever seen in my life. Mm-hmm. They, hey, if you need a workout partner, I can be there for you. And I'm just like, that shit lame, man. They gotta get with the program. You can't be like that. I'm about respect. I respect you.
Hey Jay. I'm just saying, bro. It is, man.
Having an X in here makes this dynamic where
Dynamic. Like, who this makes it so awkward? Like, no, you remember? We don't fucking the shit out of you. You remember that? Like somebody say something about the room. I don't like getting fucked in my ass. Oh, you this motherfucking lying. I'm fucking her ass every night. She's talking about she's lying. Oh. Nigga be like, man, no, I know shit in my ass. She a liar. I just pulled the anal beads out of his shit 2 nights ago. Looks level, right? Jordan, yes, tell me no at the right time. The right time to tell a woman no is all the time.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely.
Ain't nothing there,
right?
Hey, man, I'm so mad.
Yeah, this shit just
to a certain extent, you know. But yeah, I like, man, y'all commenting tonight is good. It's really good.
Real.
John, I see what you're saying. I'm gonna put that on here. I'm about respect. I respect you. You respect me. If it ain't possible, on to the next.
I think that's the first thing. If y'all respect each other, then it shouldn't even go as far as pursuing each other. Respect is a big thing for me.
For fucking?
No, for anything. Anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, if this is some one night stand stuff, how much respect are we talking?
You talking about as far as a woman to a man?
Yeah, like are y'all talking like full pursuit? Like obviously there's gotta be respect. If we talking a quick bang bang pow pow, where does the respect?
One night standers don't deserve respect.
Oh man, hey,
wait,
I mean, I ain't gonna kill you. One ain't gonna kill you. Hey, that was
one night standers deserve respect.
Item. You need an Uber?
So you don't get the towel for Jordan? Like, well, you get your own towel.
Like you get what's the lower level Uber? You get you get that. I ain't paying for no elite Uber.
You get an Uber Black. You get a regular Uber.
You get the Uber with 2 seats,
2 passengers. They gotta pick up 3 more people before they come get your ass.
Get a long Uber with 2 seats.
Yo, man, I don't know. I ain't trying. There shouldn't be no disrespect. But if y'all getting together to do the thing, and y'all gonna go your ways, it ain't too much to be discussed. We gonna go do the do.
Like she in there, like, so what are you into?
Like, hey,
about to be into you.
Don't play that, man.
Don't play this game. Talking about what we're gonna do. It's gonna be exciting tonight.
Okay.
You know, fucking popcorn.
Like, get your 3D, get your 3D glasses out, mother. We get done. You gonna think you're a Super Saiyan.
I hate this kind of stuff. I done had somebody talk my ear off for like 3-4 hours.
Oh, that is the biggest turn off for me, bro.
Like they not trying to fuck. Like
that's the biggest turn off for me, bro.
And
don't let you be like right here. Like you feel like this. If you're not hearing your head in right. Yeah, yes, I'm like, nah, if you don't take this thing. I don't like that, man.
I understand talking on the way to get, you know what I'm saying, to get some bad, but we in the bed, like, well, you just keep talking and talking. I'm like, yo, hey, just rubbing your shit like, yeah, man. So, so what about sucking his dick?
Like, yeah, you sitting there looking at it, trying to play it off, like, I mean, look.
Listen, and this, I may be wrong, man, but when I was really out there, I used to have it like this. You come to the crib, yo, you can't hop in my bed with your pants on. Like, you bring the outside on the inside. You feel me?
Oh, shit. That is it for Unfiltered today. Somebody
I know. Man, golly. We gotta get dog, man. We gotta get down with you.
It's a one time on everything, okay? That's 1 for 1. Okay. That's 1 for 1.
Yeah.
Please understand.
Hey,
God.
hey, so hey, look, so
Hey,
hey,
trying
look,
to take
hey,
my
look,
pimping like
hey,
I wasn't pimping
look,
out
Greg
here.
Twig, I'm like, so we together, right? So like, you know this was called your relationship, right?
No, we married.
Hey, you ain't make breakfast yet, nigga? I gotta go to work. Like,
Oh, that's the greatest. Oh man.
It's again.
Hey, you said wake up in a
No,
relationship.
that's
so like, oh,
It
so
wasn't-
respect. So what about this respect thing, then?
First of all, it was a 1 for 1. That's a 1 for 1. Oh my God. You're trying to come at me, nigga. No.
I love you.
It's so fun. Wait a minute, we in a relationship?
Like
Man, I wish I had a come right here. Like, here's bacon. Man,
Coming to my
woo.
family reunion.
Like, remember, we meet my mom tonight. Like,
y'all, man. 1 for 1. 1 for 1.
That'd be the only one.
That's
Shit.
good.
1 for 1.
oh yeah,
Damn.
that was a good one. Now I came in like Jordan did. Wake up, man.
Hey, Dom, I love when she fucking
the only-
up the rub.
Man, I don't know, like.
And that's just a loss for a light skinned nigga. That's
What you mean a loss?
That's a loss. That's a loss.
I remember one time this was a while. I had to leave. I had to leave because, well, dang, that's too late now. But it's it's a stripper that I was messing around with, and I thought it was gonna be a one night stand, but it didn't happen like that. She was like, you're the best guy. She came in there. You didn't even pay for a dance from me. But see, I think that go back to what you were saying, Jay. Like how I ain't paying for no dance. I'm just here for a party. Like I remember telling her, like, you can sit and chill. And she's bad. I just didn't want. I don't like paying women to model. And I mean it was good, but then I got really really drunk, and I leaned over and I laid on my stomach, and like before I knew it, because she was like laughing all place.
Before I knew it.
And I think I told you about this.
Yeah.
And she was climbing up my leg like this. I've never laid on my stomach, and she's like, and I'm like, oh, what just happened? And she on the bed like, this bitch is great.
Lick my ass.
Lick my ass.
Wait, hold on.
Bro, she licked my ass. I was like, she's like, man. I'm like, hold on. And I was trying to get over, but I couldn't.
No. He said that he was like, hold on. Right.
Yeah, I can't
Get my beans out the closet. Get my beans out the closet. I know it was this time of party. I'm prepared for this.
So I remember it's so funny because I got there because she passed out. Like, man, I got to get up out of here. And I started pulling up and like,
It sound like bullshit to me, man. She was pulling out the drawers, man. He was like,
He said,
no,
don't do that again.
no.
Don't you tell nobody. Don't you tell not one person.
He said, no karate, bitch, I killed you.
Don't you ever tell nobody, bro. This shit is a secret. But
All right, man.
How we get to this?
It just be rolling.
hold on.
It just be rolling.
Oh man, what's the next? We was so we basically everybody. It seemed like for the most part everybody was Team Darnell.
Yeah, I don't know how y'all can be team Brown. It just don't. That don't make sense.
I like I said, I just felt like Darnell put himself in that situation, knowing.
Man, Twin, don't laugh at me, man. It was the worst thing ever, man. Well, it wasn't bad.
I was gonna say talking about the worst thing ever.
But it was like, so I was like, oh, what just happened? And I'm like, so it was interesting.
All right, so
It happened again.
all right, for the next topic, we're gonna transition over to sports. So basketball greats, right? We got your Jordans, the Kevin Durant's, if you like it, LeBron's and Kobe Bryant. So let's just say this first. Everybody has their pick. So LeBron's the greatest, Kobe's the greatest, Jordan's the greatest. let's do this first. Let's appreciate what these guys have done for the game of basketball.
Absolutely.
They changed the game of basketball, regardless of how you feel about them, or we can have that if it's a debate of, oh, this person the greatest because they're A, B, C, D, or whatever.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
To get into it, like Michael Jordan in his era changed the game of basketball forever. And obviously Kobe wanted to be like him. Like he changed the tenacity and intensity of how the game is played. And LeBron just changed it in just different ways that he's breaking records and doing things that nobody can do or catch up to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I understand these old heads and LeBron haters, which we're gonna get into that.
It was all good until he said that.
No, we're not. Here's my
LeBron
point.
haters.
Here's my point. It's not me on the LeBron bandwagon, which I'm already on.
And hold on, before you do that, but bring one more person in the conversation. About to bring my brother and this bad boy, Jay, Big J. Here we go, man. I know you probably been in the back waiting for a minute, but welcome to the show, man.
What's going on?
What's up, bro?
What's going
What up, fellas?
Matt, you said it. LeBron made a players league, but here's what I'm gonna say. So, what I don't like what people do is that if Jordan's the greatest for you, I'm good with that. Even Kobe, I'm good with that. But the thing is, we shouldn't be bashing LeBron or what LeBron needs to do because if you like Michael Jordan better, how he can make this thing equal. Like look to me, LeBron is my GOAT because I grew up watching Kobe, Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson, LeBron, Carmelo, whatsoever. I haven't seen what Jordan done in his era until after I became an adult and watched most of his stuff online. I haven't even watched the what's that documentary called?
Last Dance.
Yeah, I haven't even watched it, but I researched Jordan. So yeah, he's in my top 5 after I done some research about it. But everything that LeBron's done for the game, that's my goal, regardless of how many finals he lost. So but yeah, we just gotta appreciate the guys of what they've done for the game. So like I said, if we don't have a LeBron, what's the game gonna be like?
I ain't seen that many white men in the NBA since Michael Jordan. So, I don't want to again. Not Michael Jordan was amazing, but he was playing some mailman. Okay, but them boys was going to walk the mail to the houses after the NBA was over in the off season. Like it was a whole different ball game. These boys that are playing now, they got Jordan athleticism off rip
with everything.
You know what I'm saying? They may not have the tenacity, they don't have the discipline that he had to do what he did, but the athleticism in high school, these dudes is jumping out the gym like it ain't nothing, and that's now the average. Yeah, the average is a lot different, and I think people got to give that respect to the league at this point. Exactly. Period. I hate that they knocked LeBron down so much, man. And
it's like I said earlier, you got to go ahead and knock him down just to prove that Jordan's better. Like I said, I can't argue if we talk about a GOAT debate. I can't argue with 6-0. You know what I'm saying? But then we look at how some people say, well, LeBron's the reason that Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and Dirk Nowitzki, and all these guys got these championship rings. But I'm like, okay, well, hey, we can look at it the same way where, when Mike was playing, Shaq, Kobe, Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird, Robinson, Magic Johnson, all them got rings too. I mean, and if you go into a LeBron, he faced at least 3 Hall of Fame. It's 3 Hall of Fame.
Yeah. But one thing I hate about the youth now.
Oh shit.
Man. Is that they throw great around so fucking much that you don't even know what great is.
Oh no, we won't do that.
Y'all just said it. Like
LeBron
Hall of Famers, well, not LeBron. But when y'all start saying it like the other, like when I hear people say the Greek, I'm like, he ain't done nothing. Y'all know you got two MVPs, but he's losing.
I agree.
It's just like what Jay-Z said back in the day. Motherfuckers is rooting for the motherfucker that got shot. I'm like, motherfucker, like I'm looking for this is how I put it in. When you look at like the best one, I think the argument for who the best player of all time is can't really ever be said because eras was just different. Eras was different, rules was different. The only way you could do that, everything has to be to change all the way down the line. Somebody like a Wilt Chamberlain who played against, like, you know what I'm saying, like he was just out the gym. He was just playing. This guy's like, okay, man. He's supposed to dominate. Yeah. But and then when you look at someone, I don't think because I don't knock LeBron down. Like I said, I always think that he's earned the right to be top 3. I really think he's a top 3 NBA all time. I definitely think he's the best all around player the NBA has seen that's good at everything.
Free throws.
So
Yeah.
like going around. I mean, I'm talking about on the average that could do his thing. But I think the mop that a lot of people have for him, and I see Matt, you just put it in here. You said LeBron made it a players' league.
Yes, sir.
What do you
I think what he means is that, instead of owners and teams handling players, players decided where they wanted to go and stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
And I would think and I would challenge you to say this: what if Jordan and them did it back then? Then we wouldn't be even. I don't think LeBron would be in a conversation then.
Why?
That's why I say that. That's why I say
that.
that. Can you imagine a team with Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson? It would be the same team winning all the time. And I'm not complaining about it, but I'm just saying if we went by that, Jordan championships then would be off the charts. Look, nobody would catch up with it.
But I think
that's what I'm saying.
I think that's a little different. First of all, those are Hall of Famers. That's completely different. And let's not
wait. Is Dwayne Wade not a Hall of Famer?
Yes, he is. Dwayne Wade's a Hall of Famer. Why would you say
that? At the end of his thing, though, it wasn't no.
He says D Wade a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
So absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know,
So to me, that's the same thing. He teamed up with D Wade.
What does that mean?
What you say, Jared?
Yeah, I don't like that argument either. I hate when people say that too. I agree with you saying, bro. It's like when people say Jordan had Pippen. Everybody got somebody to win the championship.
But my thing is this: they use that against LeBron. Oh, he had D Wade. Okay.
Yeah,
Magic Johnson.
Yeah, Bosh too.
Kareem. Yeah, Bosh.
He played with Kareem. Magic Johnson.
I think
Magic Johnson. Them Lakers was stacked. Them Celtics was stacked.
Exactly.
It's good. Yeah, I mean, I give him
nobody says that about
I just think like with Jordan, when we realized like Scotty is a top 50 player, and then he had Rodman at the end of his season too, and Rodman was dominant. But everybody played their role. So it's easy for Jordan to dominate.
I've seen people make the argument. Did he really need Scotty? Because Scotty only averaged 17 points per game.
Scotty a top 50
Jordan
player.
was shooting 50 times.
Yes.
If Jordan gonna shoot the ball 50 times, how the hell he gonna score more? I'm happy he scored 17.
I just think this is what I tell this argument, and I'll put it like this. LeBron, Kobe, and all those guys that came after him is there because of Jordan. If it wasn't for Jordan, LeBron be playing football. Nobody came to argue me at that point. He'd be playing football, getting his ass smacked because he's too soft. Now, he would have been football. In NFL, he would have been. It ain't no fucking load management in the NFL. You play. This ain't basketball.
Well, LeBron don't do load management.
What? LeBron don't do load management, man.
What LeBron do load management, bro?
Yeah, LeBron do load management. He didn't sit out like there. He was sitting out with the Cavaliers. When he gets
he don't do it as much as some players, but he do. He don't do it as much as Kawhi does.
You gotta be the top rebounder, blocker, stealer,
I'll put like
defender,
this. LeBron is a top 3. LeBron top 3, but he's not number 1.
And that's your opinion. I can argue that.
Number 1.
So what makes him not number 1? Because Jordan did it first. Because he did it first.
Because Jordan the fucking best. What else do we got to say about this? Fucking Jordan. Let me ask you. There's no disrespect to none of y'all. We ain't professional athletes. If I got professional athletes saying Jordan's the fucking best, what the fuck does my opinion matter? That's like a fucking 2 bankers in a room saying this motherfucker's a financial genius, and then I come in there. No, he's fucking not. This guy's better than him. And they'll fucking laugh at my ass. All right, Jordan is arguing. Only person that say Jordan's not better than him is fucking Isaiah Thomas, and that's because Isaiah Thomas be crying like this.
Magic Johnson just said it. Scottie Pippen does said it too, but they flip flop depending on how people. Scottie Pippen.
Okay, hey, I got a question.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
All right, for Matt. So, at what point in time did LeBron, in your opinion, become better than Jordan?
You said when?
At what point in time in his career did LeBron become better than Jordan?
Fresh out the gate, he did.
Like I said, I didn't really watch Jordan.
You said fresh out the gate?
Jordan in my top 5 until like maybe 6-7 years ago because I didn't watch Jordan. So and even then, LeBron wasn't even my favorite player. It was between like Carmelo, T-Mac, and Kobe. Then LeBron shot it up there, and I see the things that LeBron done. But it's like, okay, well, I look back at Jordan. He did win 6 championships and how he won and everything. I'm like, okay, well.
Oh yeah, not to mention that he's got a fucking multi-billion-dollar shoe empire that all those motherfuckers in the NBA wear his motherfucking shoes. Let's not forget that.
So,
I mean, because
how does that make him better?
Because
so okay.
everybody wanted to be him.
That makes it better.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't it make me be better if everybody want to be him? You want to be like the motherfucker on top of the mountain? What the fuck? He wants to wear his fucking number. What's the name? LeBron didn't want to wear fucking 33. He wanted 23. Because he liked fucking Michael Jordan. Man, that's why I wanted to play.
Like
everybody did. And that's all I'm saying.
They put the NBA on Michael Jordan's back. And they held him up here as the altar boy for everybody to see. They needed that.
Yeah, they needed
like
it.
they've done to LeBron James. Same thing. You got to have a standout that everybody can root for because the NBA is storylines. Storylines make the season so much.
Man, I hate when people say this about. It's like
I agree.
I remember. You can't say. It ain't a fucking time machine. That's like when people say Mike Tyson didn't go against competition. Mike Tyson went against the motherfuckers that was there. Whose fault is it that they didn't step up to Mike's level? He eventually got his ass whooped because he did it. He fucked up. He wanted to go out drinking, but you can't get mad because you didn't say like, "Oh, Jordan had competition." I thought Carmelo. Oh yeah, Keem Olajuwon.
But those are.
Yeah, Sean Kemp.
Those are.
Isaiah Thomas.
Those are the arguments that diminish LeBron. Okay, well, Jordan was 6 and 0. I'm not even saying you. But I'm saying that okay, well, Jordan went to the finals 6 times and won every single one of them, and he'll play one Hall of Famer. Except for LeBron, when he goes to the finals, he faced at least 3 or 4. So, like, I mean,
they ain't Hall of Fame.
Who faced one Hall of Fame?
I'm saying, but do you hear what I'm saying?
So when he Kevin Durant, Curry Clay's not a Hall of Famer.
Kevin Durant, just for the same reasons everybody talk about him, he did the exact same thing LeBron. He jumped teams after he got his ass whooped.
Not to that point, no.
Oh man, come on, man. Y'all can't see. Denial is an ain't no river in Egypt, man.
I'm not. Again, I think
Kevin Durant said, "Fuck this, I want a championship."
LeBron James played on the Cleveland Cavaliers. If y'all can name somebody on them teams, okay, I could have been a Cleveland Cavalier.
My man with the fuzzy hair.
LeBron would have took me to the championship, bro.
Who Virgil?
But Virgil. I'm just saying, but this is the same thing.
Where do all of them go after he done? Delonte West on the streets.
Fuck his mama.
Hey, but you can say the same thing for some of the players Jordan played with, though.
Even with LeBron to the Cavs, he faced 4 Hall of Famers on the Boston Celtics, bro.
You got to go against competition because they be up. He gets no sympathy. But I'm gonna put it like this, and I'm gonna like anything. I think what people took time to get adjusted to is that LeBron was like, I'm doing something different. I'm gonna figure this out.
Okay.
I'm gonna bypass this system. Look, let's take less money. Let's go here and win.
All right,
and I agree with. I don't like it, but I understand it. But at the same token, I can't take away from him that every time you get on the team, they automatically become top contenders. It's like an automatic.
No matter where you go.
I mean, he could. I say that wholeheartedly. That he could go to fucking Orlando right now,
contender,
and they number 1 for the East. Number 1, number 2.
The thing is with Mike that I liked it. You know, just hear from interviews, they were scared of him. And that's something I think all the players that are aggressive like the Kobe's and your Jimmy Butlers or whatever, they want to be feared. They're like, all right, look, they call this man Jesus with sneakers on, bro. And that's what they can admire, that people like, all right, like,
because I think he is the generation. I think I would say for a fact, LeBron James is the best player of his generation, hands down. And I put Kevin Durant in there. I put Stephen Curry in that bad boy. And the only reason I say that he's just so good because I give him his credit, man. When he gets in there, my favorite season with LeBron James, he lost in the championship, was when he was with Cleveland and he went to get his first time against Golden State. That's when I got a lot more respect for him because I'm like, Golden State is barely beating this fucking team and he is literally by his fucking self.
Yeah.
He literally by his fucking self. I'm like, this is amazing.
All right, okay. Look, but this is where I lost respect for Jordan, though.
After that, bro.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jay.
This is where I lost respect for LeBron. The following year, when they played Golden State and had KD, I believe it was Game 6 or Game 7, and it was like a tie game. He had the opportunity to check KD, and the nigga backed down. Like he basically came off of KD and had somebody else check him, and ended up losing that game. That's why he'd never be the GOAT. Because if you're the GOAT, you step up to check the best player.
Okay. Okay. Oh, now I'm about to get in your ass. So LeBron. All right, LeBron's not Kobe. Kobe wanted to be just like Jordan. Just because LeBron admired Jordan doesn't mean he had to do the things that Jordan did. Like, all right, I gotta go ahead and check the best player to move on. But no, it's fucking stupid. If this person go ahead and check this guy who's better at checking him, I could go ahead and dictate everything else. LeBron is a distributor and the floor general. His job is to go ahead. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and check the best person, which he has displayed now. But he don't supposed to do the things that Jordan do just to prove that he's the fucking best.
I didn't say he had to do that. That's not my point. That's the point I'm making. My point is, if you the GOAT or you the best player on that team, then you need to be checking the best.
Go out there and score, score and defend. LeBron got to do that plus everything else.
Yeah.
You cannot defend the best player on the other team and you have to do everything else.
It's too much on his back.
And Kevin Durant is just a scorer. He's just a scorer. He don't got to worry about defending the best player. Nobody comes at him about that. Mm-hmm. It's never a discussion.
And it's like if Jordan loses, oh man, his team wasn't there to help him. But LeBron is LeBron's not good enough.
I just don't agree with the switch. I don't agree when people say Jordan had it easy. It's obvious that people were not watching basketball.
I think he had it easier than LeBron.
But LeBron was in the team,
absolutely.
And I'm glad y'all just said that because Matthew just said this too. They said the same thing about LeBron James, that he had no competition in the East, and it's not his fault that he was just better than the rest. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to fault out anybody because I agree with y'all. I didn't say how many times I told y'all like I don't like LeBron, but I can't take shit away from him. Mm-hmm. I would want if fucking LeBron came to Detroit, I would have a fucking LeBron James jersey on in this bitch. Like, let's go, Brian. Greatest all time.
Speaking of that, you got a LeBron James jersey.
Oh yeah, I do. I got when he had because I'm tell you what I like about. See, this is the thing about LeBron. I know we talk about this in basketball. I love him off the court.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What he do off the court is incredible. Mm-hmm. But like I said, when we have it, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm a Jordan because I came up a little bit with the Jordan. My favorite player was Kobe Bryant. I thought Kobe was incredible. I thought when I saw Kobe, I thought he couldn't beat Jordan, but I saw the intensity. So when I put them together, I say this. I think LeBron James is the greatest fucking athlete the NBA will ever see. Ever. Somebody to be that big and to run down there. The only person that's in competition with him like that is Shaq. That's it. Because the Shaq was amazing. But like I'm talking about like this assassin, because Shaq would run down the court and dribble like a fucking guard at a time. He's just this big motherfucker just doing this crazy shit.
But I think the mental when it comes to Shaq, because he could sustain.
Oh yeah, he could. Yeah, I don't think like that. I'm just talking raw skill. Just a raw skill.
But him from beginning to now,
and still in shape. He can literally play. I would say 4 more years without having no sounds or anything else like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would agree. I would hands down. I want to put a couple of y'all comments on it because I see y'all commenting. I knew this was gonna be a hot topic anyway.
Oh my God! Stop playing. What Jordan would eat this generation alive? Like y'all.
Now I do think I don't know. It would eat. It would be just like so. I think defensively.
Defensively, yeah.
I think scoring that he would be there. I just think there's more people that's like the same athletic skill.
And you brought it up,
but the fighter in him would probably be
and you brought it up.
Okay, but you also got to take into account about the rules.
We're still like, I'm working with you and everything. Like these guys that are playing.
I'm sorry, say that again, Jay.
You got to take into account the rules. Jordan was getting tackled and choke slammed. Back then.
You can't breathe on it. You can't ever get a good solid base because the rules change so much. Because like people talk about Stephen Curry, I think Stephen Curry's skills good enough shooting wise that he could have survived and did his thing back in the day.
I agree.
I think he could have did it. Somebody like the Greek Freak,
Oh yeah.
he would have been a monster. But what happened when you can put hands on?
They do it already.
And it's like they just call it. They just call it now. They just call it like
they had big men back then too. He wasn't gonna be just.
It's just amazing. I just know for a fact. I know all three of them for a fact. If we said our top three, no order, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron.
Yeah,
they up there.
Cool.
Now the fourth one, that's gonna be like, I got a couple of people that said
all right, so guys, put y'all four best player on
four
there.
best player. We already got it.
And so
you might as well go top 5.
No, we doing Mount Rushmore.
Oh, okay.
Mount Rushmore. So you doing one more?
Yep, one more.
Man, Shaquille O'Neal for me, man.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. My boy Adonis, my cousin Adonis, he said something weird. Hold on.
I don't see it.
What did he say in the text?
Hold on.
He said something that kind of blew my mind. I think he said Tim Duncan. I'm not mad at him for that.
Hell no.
But
y'all may not like my fourth one because he has
MJ, Kobe, Tim Duncan, and AI.
My fourth one is Allen Iverson.
Get the hell out of here.
My fourth one is AI.
Oh no.
How he chasing game?
Matthew, don't say no bullshit like that, man.
What he said?
He said Jordan will not be able to guard
that's
the
Matt.
guards
Come
of this
on,
generation.
man. No,
That's
man.
Allen Iverson. Like let's
Jordan,
not
Jordan is defensive team. I don't know how many. He wanted to be clutch. Man, come on.
I don't know, but you keep saying this stuff in my head. So I keep comparing these guards, like outside of Gary Payton. I keep comparing these guards to like union workers and mailmen. It's like every time you say like a guard, that's what I'm thinking of.
I hear that.
But John Stockton won a Hall of Famer. John Stockton Hall of Famer.
He went against Tim Hardaway. He went against Penny Hardaway.
I mean, he came with the guys. I just think that everybody. What happens is that we get generational, and people know people in their generation.
Right.
But then you got people that are really students of the game, and they be like, "Oh, okay, I can see what you're talking about."
Like I said, I just became
It's just a respect thing. That's all it is. It's like pay attention in what you're seeing. Like when you see, like I'll say this because it even came out of Larry Bird's mouth. He said, these motherfuckers is jumping out the gym.
Yeah.
He said, these
and
guys.
He's not even all-stars. He's just regular players.
Just jumping out the gym.
I
think the only thing that would take advantage is like the heart and just how tough they are. Like you got somebody like an Isaiah Thomas, who, as much as people talk about, Isaiah is a top 5 point guard in NBA history.
Yes.
He got to be. I wouldn't even say top 3. But when you look at the other guards, you look at people like, I think before we get done talking, if depending on how he can come back from this injury and see what he'll do, I'm rooting for Steph Curry to have these last part of his career be great because he's just such a good guy. When I see him, he shoot like it ain't nobody fucking.
He changed the game too.
He made dunking not popular. He made motherfuckers that dunk want to shoot threes. Like fuck this, man. Okay,
and not just regular threes, just out the gym threes, like shooting from out the parking lot threes. Like I'm shooting from hell kind of threes. But like I said, like you said earlier, we all can agree that
James Harden. Fuck James Harden.
James Harden is special, but he has
James Harden.
James Harden is special, bro. But like I just. And this is being a student of the game. Like I said, like we can talk about Stockton. Who gets like before I became a student game, nobody cared about Stockton along what they could do. They could name. But when you actually watch the game and see what they do, it's like, damn, these guys are great. Well, I mean, Jordan stopped them from winning, so it's like, who are you? Like Patrick Ewing, he's a great. Like just to see, like I knew his perimeter jump shots were awesome, but he hadn't won anything. So it's like, all right, we don't really see that if you ain't seen another game. But like just to look at James Harden, like bro, this guy is the hands down best offensive player in the league right now. But he hasn't won anything. No. Yes.
I think he benefits. I think he has benefited from so many rule changes, and he just used it to his best ability.
Which don't you do? Which obviously. But when we're talking purely, it's not that at all. The calls that they give him, they don't give anyone else.
Because I ain't lying. I'm not the big James Harden fan because I don't see the dog. See, when I look at players, Now I'm gonna tell you one thing I hate it when people say about LeBron James. He ain't got no fight in him. I'm like, y'all fucking lying.
I hate that same shit too.
This guy, I've seen, like I said again, in that championship game against that series against Golden State. I don't care what nobody says. That is the best performance. And I say this over Michael Jordan. That's the best single performance by one player in a final series I've ever seen in my life. And the only reason he lost because he was dead fucking tired. No, he couldn't do nothing else. He had fucking Dellavedova was his second leading fucking scorer on the team. I'm sorry. When every time I see that, and I remember me and him was texting, I'm like, man, I ain't no LeBron James fan, but this motherfucker. I became a fan of him that day. I was like, this is the best single performance I've ever seen somebody have.
Something I did want to hit on that Matt said.
I'm in on that.
Yeah, Matt says Steph is the straight assassin. I call bullshit. Because every time them playoffs come, boy fade away.
I agree.
Okay?
I can agree with you.
Boy disappeared.
I can agree
Wait
with
a
you.
minute. Hold on. Repeat that
What'd
statement.
you say, Jay?
I can agree with you.
What'd you say,
He
Jay?
said, no, he said Steph don't show up in the playoffs.
Yeah, he said Steph Curry.
Mm.
I think
With that.
he, like, shooting, yeah.
Amazing.
But I think that
Clutchness.
he allows, like Clay steps up a lot more. I think that you starting to see on a team that it was really more, even though he was shooting people out the gym, it was a lot more defense than it really was that. It's just that they just didn't miss shots. But he was stopping people. So, I mean, and that's what every team, look what happened to the Lakers this year. It was defense. It was really good. I mean, look what they did to Miami. I mean, shout out to Miami. I didn't think nobody thought they was. But that last game, I went and popped some popcorn, and I was like, I'm done. This is awful. But they did it to him twice. I'm like, that's not a coincidence. I mean, again, what's Butler? He was dog tired, but it let me know this too, that it's just LeBron right now. Enjoy him. The same thing I would say about Jordan and Kobe and all these three guys. Enjoy them guys.
All right.
Sure.
Because I don't see. I'm right now looking to see who's gonna be this next one to step up. Because when LeBron gone, you're gonna have that void like you had with Jordan for a little minute until Kobe got to that spot. Because even when Houston was winning championships when Jordan left, it was still like, So enjoy him.
All right. So I think me and Jordan talked about it, and we talked about it over the phone. All right. Y'all got a scenario. Game 5, right? Lakers down 2. LeBron goes to the hole. He had 3-4 people on him. Passes the ball to Danny Green. Obviously, Danny Green misses it. And it was just a debate. Should LeBron have shot the ball? And then we have people saying that LeBron, like, it was a good play, but LeBron got paid to make those shots, to shoot those shots. What's y'all thoughts about that?
Again, I was at the casino betting some money on the game when I watched it, and I wanted to see LeBron. I was like, yo, it's a moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a moment for you to go out there and be a dog, be a dog. But when I said to you, I was like, man, he should have shot that. Yeah, but when you look at it, boy was covered. It would have been a dumb shot. Stupid.
Yeah.
Danny Green was so wide open, it don't even make no sense. You can't even close out on him.
No.
That's the bet. That's the play you got to make. Again, if he hits that, it's cool. But if he shoots that shot and misses, why would he take that dumb shot? That doesn't make sense.
And that's why that was gonna be my argument. Great players, you damned if you do, damned if you don't. Your job as a basketball player, and LeBron know this, you get the best and easiest shot. Period. You're looking on the clock, especially if it's a 1-point lead. I'm getting the easiest. I want a layup. If somebody there, I want to give them to the layup. I don't want to do a 3 because you should have shot the 3. It's open for a layup. So I think LeBron, like I said, it's just smart player, most athletic and smartest player that we've ever seen. And I know that's arguably. I think nobody has had the tenacity and the toughness that Kobe had. Because Kobe was great.
Yeah.
He's a different monster.
Can I say something? I think a little difference for me in the Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. Now, if they're down one, Kobe and Jordan, they going for that.
Wait,
LeBron,
because Jordan actually passed.
LeBron.
Hey, and I was gonna say that too.
What
I
you
was
say?
gonna say that. I think if you like your same scenario, and I've been thinking about that,
Okay.
Kobe is definitely shooting.
Shoot.
Kobe don't
Yeah.
want to put it in nobody else's hand. Jordan might pass if he sees somebody like,
If
okay,
it's
that's
it's
better.
gotta be, you gotta be perfect.
Yeah, you gotta be perfect. Like, it's a
Yeah.
perfect thing.
Because he did make those passes to a couple people who win
Of
championships.
course, yeah. But from what I've seen, if they're down, LeBron not taking that shot. If they're
I
tied,
can agree.
he takes it. And
Yeah.
that hurt my heart. I was like, there's a different. I was like, oh no.
I can
I
agree.
said,
I
damn.
think they just so much killers in different ways.
Yep.
I think LeBron James, off the bat, what he did better than Kobe and Jordan is that everybody on that team is gonna look like fucking all-stars.
Yeah.
He gonna make people.
That
LeBron
should
James
be.
had made people get contracts
Okay.
that should never got fucking contracts.
I disagree.
Oh, come on.
You said you
Yellow over,
disagree.
come on.
I disagree.
So real
Because
quick, go ahead.
all right, so you had Kevin Love, for example. Kevin Love was a dominant big man. Got him the team
Overrated.
with LeBron, and what happened?
What is he doing now?
Where did Kevin Love play? And what did his team do? Kevin Love averaged a double-double in Minnesota when he was the only good person on the team. Then you put him, and then you got to think Kevin Love had to switch from being a big man to a corner shooter. So that had to take some time. He didn't
You're
make Kevin
you're
Love bad.
validating
Got
you're
to-
validating the point that I'm making. LeBron don't make everybody look better.
Oh, I get what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Mo Williams and Jordan Ilgauskas were all stars playing with that man.
I'm confused. You said how you don't make them better or
No, he
look
said
better?
he don't make everybody look better. I think in that case with Kevin Love, he exposed Kevin Love. Because now Kevin Love had to do more than not, he in a big, I don't want to say the big city, but he with LeBron James, you got to step
You
up.
can say the same thing.
So,
You can say the same thing
I
for
get what
Boss
you're saying.
too.
I can agree with
Boss
you.
used to hold his own, and he got on the team with LeBron and got work.
So let's look at George Hill when he
didn't get worse.
And you know what? Matt just kind of handled this. I don't really think like it's so much LeBron fault. I think Kevin Love was like I just put it on here. He couldn't handle the lights.
and that's a lot of players. Like think about when he was playing Golden State. LeBron had Steph Curry. Yeah, he could have shot it. Danny what's my man's name? George Hill was wide open. He passed the ball. He like shit. I gotta make these free throws. And he ended up missing one of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's really exposed. All right, look, if your job to shoot threes, Danny Green, you get paid $15 million to shoot fucking three. I give you wide open three. You can't make a three.
Boy.
Come on, bro.
Kyrie Irving, he ain't drop off at all. Kevin Love had a drop off. First of all, his role was going to diminish anyway.
Yeah.
Because you got Kyrie and
Yeah,
LeBron.
same thing with Bosh.
You got scored. It's going to diminish. So when people say they get worse, no, his role changed. That's it. But in his role, he wasn't excelling like crazy either. He kept it very minuscule and like, hey, this is what I'm doing for the team, and hopefully we make it. So I don't know.
I agree. Like you said, I agree with that you're saying. But yeah, a lot of y'all didn't put. I was looking for y'all to put y'all fourth guy. Who's your other?
Again, I said Shaq, man. Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq's my top five. I don't know.
For the first time ever, I agree with light skin.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he did. He said Shaq.
How the Eagles doing though?
About as good as
Better
them.
than the
And a Cowboy.
I can't believe I helped your Eagle ass. Damn it, I take that joke back. No. That division, you're going to win 3 fucking games to win the damn division. That's the worst fucking thing. How the fuck did this division get? I know we skipping, but I just think, how the fuck did that division get so
so
fucking
bad?
bad?
I don't even know. They all trash.
And the New York
But
Giants.
in our defense,
The Giants, Cowboys, and Eagles. At one time, this was the best division in football.
right?
You thought it was a time frame when you knew, man, the Super Bowl champion is coming out this fucking division.
Hey, Jay picked Dirk. Dirk is different. Tell me why Dirk. Go ahead, bro.
Oh no, that's good. No, Dirk. He said Dirk. I can see it. I would put him top 10. He'd be my top 10.
Hell no. I'm not.
I say top 10. I say top 10.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I don't have no white guys on the Mount Rushmore. I'm playing. If it had to be, if I had to pick, man, it's really hard to pick against Shaq.
I'm saying, there was one
It's
interview.
hard.
There was one interview they did with Shaq, and Shaq was like, "No, you better pick up, the people that came before us. You know what I'm saying? The Kareems." He said, "I still."
That's the only other one. That's the only
He
other
said,
one.
"I still bust their ass."
That's the only other one I can think of. Kareem.
You couldn't stop the man. You couldn't stop him. It don't matter. That man, come on, man.
It's too big, too strong. He was saying like once he had given pistol, the guard just kept me in the they just kept doing it.
It was a dark hole. You ain't want to guard that man.
He was so. What made him so dominant is just think about this. If he maintained staying in shape,
boy, I wish
we would be talking. The conversation would be now Michael and Shaq. Easily, because the way he did it. I mean, you have to hack a Shaq. I think of plays like that when when you think about a situation like that. I remember this guy, and if he shot his free throw, man.
Speaking of Shaq interviews, right? So I watched a Shaq interview today, and Shaq was like, "Yeah, I went to the gym, whatever." He was like, "Hey, man, what's going on with hacking Shaq? Like, I'm gonna go ahead and get suspended." He said, "Well, listen, Shaq, if I call every foul for you, this game will last 4 hours. And by the way, you complain about people. You got 28 other teams complaining about you." Like it was just showing how dominant that man was. Like, every man, dog. I just wish he said this shit.
If he just did, it's just been incredible. And I mean, he went from the team debate. That's about money, and that's about
what you mean
changing. When people say they went from this team to this team, I'm like, you got journeymen all the time. I just think that the big thing that a lot of people fought LeBron for is the one thing that I actually like, and that's players taking control of their destiny. I wish more players in the NFL. I wish the NFL had that kind of balls that the way the NBA have, but
they're getting it.
They getting there. Yep. They getting there because they screw them on contract. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't like
Dak situation.
Like the Dak situation.
Dak. I don't like the Cowboys, but that's bullshit. Now who gonna pick? He's gonna have to play for the fucking minimum anywhere he goes.
Yep.
And that sucks.
But unless he would have chipped with somebody, he ain't getting that money's bye-bye.
I didn't like that either.
I don't like that.
Because I think he was too PC, man. He was all the time.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Get your little Oreo ass and say what the hell you gotta say.
I don't know about this. I'm like,
they're not paying me this season, and they're not gonna give me the contract I want. But that's fine, because I love Jay Jones. I'm like, bro, everything Jerry Jones say, yeah, we not gonna kneel. Jerry Jones said it. It don't matter. I was like, where get your
and look at him now, Jerry Jones. But shit, right?
Okay.
He come back.
He said, "Oh."
But the same thing happened to Earl Thomas too. Remember, Earl Thomas had a contract dispute and broke his leg.
He got fucked.
And now he's not even in the league no more.
I mean, you could go down a list of people that just got screwed when they should be getting some contracts all the time. But it's like, man, it's just crazy. I just don't, I hope when I see that kind of stuff, I think the NBA kind of jumped to it way fast. It feel like NBA always in the forefront,
for sure.
for some type of change and doing stuff like, man, no, we doing it like this. And I can't blame them. Like, I know people like, I ain't gonna, this is the funny one. And I know, because then we gonna get to all the topics. But Dame, I'm a Dame Lillard fan to a point. Like, people like, man, he stayed with his team, man. Way to gut it out. I was like, that dumb motherfucker should have went somewhere else. And trying to get his
I ain't hear you, bro.
No, I was saying that Dame Lillard, he should have went somewhere else. He should have said, fuck Portland.
Yeah, he ain't always in Portland.
No way a fucking championship coming to Portland unless the plane have a layover there. Because I like this motherfucker. And then I hated how they just, y'all remember that they were counting the Lakers out in the first round. They said Portland was going to beat this fucking team.
Portland's amazing. You don't know, they better be weird.
We go over. I'm like,
they said.
I was like, man, Dave, I was like, don't get me wrong, the motherfucker can shoot everywhere. But the only reason he's shooting like that because Curry ain't there. But
no, for sure.
I just think that he should be.
At least you exposed Paul George.
Paul George is supposed Paul fucking George playoff P. How you give yourself a nickname and your ass don't win in the playoffs?
I always say y'all hear about playoff P.
Who the hell get it?
He
Real
did.
quick, Jay said about Dirk, he said, bro, he'll be sleeping on Dirk. He said he came out every single night, only missing 6 shots at the most. And that was something that I didn't even think about. Dirk's efficiency was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't play. It ain't look beautiful, but he did his thing.
Dirk is the first assassin, I think, in a long time that could do. He was really like, man, because you brought up some points, which I tell. That's why I said Dirk is a top 10 for me, because I mean he was killing people. He was a legend killer too. He was doing his thing down there too. People forgot, like, oh yeah, he is an MVP. I mean, he did win the champ. He did take a team to the championship. He did.
I'm not putting Dirk over Tim Duncan though.
No.
You know something? You know something? On the lows, Dirk's off-court stuff is big for me because he got him a fine ass black wife. Okay?
Hey, Dabba Da, shit and everything.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like,
said, Dirk.
That's why Dirk. That's what Dirk was shooting high. Black woman.
Okay, I can't never not. She fine as hell. Say, go ahead, go.
Hey,
Do
you
that.
Hey, you got a real black woman. She got a nigga plate with a
Okay,
and shit.
do that. I said, boy,
Hey.
you in the NBA taking a plate to work. Go ahead.
He sit on the bench eating collard greens. Collard greens. About to come out here and bust y'all ass.
Hey, Jared, who winning tomorrow? Huh? Jared.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I said, who winning tomorrow?
Eagles.
Not the Eagles, right?
Yeah, Eagles winning tomorrow. Did you see how they played the Ravens? Come on now.
And they lost?
We played barely lost. You're right, we did lose, barely lost, but we playing with replacement players.
Yeah, I'm about to barely
We
lose
playing with
tomorrow.
niggas from Cass fucking King.
Better than the Eagles.
I seen that boy Daniel
Light
Jones.
skin, we not gonna do this tonight, all right? We gonna get along, all right?
Damn, Daniel.
Like, damn Daniel. But no, I mean, if I agree with you. The only thing, Jay, I don't like about Dame is it's really nothing not to like about him. But I think that experiment with him and CJ done. It's done because CJ is another one that don't show up in the playoffs.
I don't like Dame because he don't like Russ, and I'm a Russ fan.
Y'all break up Dame, right?
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Jay?
So I don't like Dame because he don't like Russ, and I'm a Russ fan.
Yeah, Russ. I just want Russ to wear some damn clothes that fit.
So look,
hey, he ain't no different from Cam.
Do y'all consider Dame a killer?
Yeah.
Right. So why do you consider him a killer? Because he shoot the ball, or what he did?
When it's crunch time, he's not afraid to give me the ball. Get out of my way.
Yeah, I think he that type.
That's
okay.
That's a killer. Don't matter what the score is. If they down 2, he still pop a 3. They down 1, I'm still shooting this thing. I don't care what. I'm taking it into my hands, and he been that since he came in.
You're like, damn, Daniel.
Period.
I just think he needs to.
I don't know why. I really dislike Paul George.
You really like him?
Dislike Paul George.
I never liked Paul George. People was going his head
I just feel like
Paul George is one of the best players in the NBA.
I like Indiana Paul George.
And then, like you said, like every time where the lights is on,
Paul George is a crybaby, dog. He was with Indiana, couldn't do shit with Indiana. He was the best player on the team. OKC, he left there. He's like, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna do my thing.
And then the excuses he made, he said, "Oh, we're not a championship. We weren't a championship or bust team." I'm like, nigga, they traded 2 players for 8 players.
They need to trade that nigga to the D League with 2 wash machines and a dryer.
Nah, again, that where PG pissed me off. Again, with the it was a championship. I don't like mentalities like that. That messed me up. I'm like, oh, what are you talking about?
Like, nigga, you saw what they gave for you?
And then I feel like Paul George a bad bitch because they like, hey man, come play with us.
Nigga a bad bitch.
For real. Like,
nigga a bad bitch.
the Brooklyn Nets, they was talking about
Yes,
trying to, like, come on, man. Nobody think of you as a dominant person with your own team. Hey man, come on, man. Bring your bitch ass over here. Come ball with us real quick. Be the third person. You know, I ain't like that, man.
JJ Fish. Man, I'm about to do any of your comments no more. You keep talking that crazy stuff. Yeah, Dame, and I'm gonna say Damian's clutch. He do his thing, you know what I'm saying, like that. He ain't never win no fucking championship before. He gonna be the best Portland Trailblazer in history. He like greatest Portland. You have a big ass.
Bro.
You have a big ass statue in front of him. Mad as hell, like my rap album didn't sell.
Oh no.
He can rap.
That boy can speak.
He can rap.
Oh,
That motherfucker.
I can't even say nothing about that boy. Cold.
That nigga my shit went plywood. Nigga, what you talking about? I'm so fucking. The funny thing, like you said, he can rap, but that shit ain't somebody better than that. I'm like people. God bless you, Kobe. But nobody was back Kobe fucking rap. Like, I don't give a fuck Brandy on there, Kobe. I don't give a fuck, like, y'all dribble to the left, right, left. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, fix the fucking, shoot the ball. I'm like, Dave, go in there, shoot the ball. Dave on that gangster shit, like, nigga, I bring the 9 to the court. Bluff, bluff. Kill 5 niggas on the court. Bluff, bluff. Kill 5 niggas on the court. Bluff, bluff. Like LeBron, fuck you too. He gonna get on some Tupac shit. LeBron James, fuck you. AD, fuck you. Don't know.
Shaq was going back and
forth. Like, eat a dick, Kobe.
Bro, I'm like, dog, stop.
Man, I'm telling y'all, man. But no, man, y'all. I just think it's so many. Like I like what he just said in the beginning. We just talking about. Man, so many good damn players.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, love it. Like Jay said, man, it's gonna be you're gonna be a minute. I seen a couple of people right before we get to the last topic. A couple of people, they all said, "You think Kevin Durant gonna come up? It's his league to do it if you want to. If he come back from his injury, right? I'm gonna tell y'all somebody to look out for it too when he come back from injury. If LeBron, the problem is when LeBron leaves. You know, honestly, LeBron James really ain't got nothing else to prove to nobody. He can really step off and leave right now. If he only doing it now, it's for championship. But I would love to see what Klay Thompson can do away from Golden State.
Oh hell no.
Me too.
I'm good in the system.
I mean, and that's why I would just be interested to see if he a systems guy. Like you said, if he's just a system.
I think that's a good question though. Like, I look forward to see what
like, could you imagine him people
like Donovan Mitchell? I want to see.
What do you mean?
If he went to the Bucks,
that'd be nasty. With Giannis?
No, that's perfection. Again, you can't be the top player when you catch and shoot. It don't work like that. There ain't never been that before. Who?
But just to see the things that he's done, like with that team, like come on now, this man scored 60.
That's a system, but that's what I'm saying. You can't be the top player.
You think it's an Isaiah Thomas syndrome?
What are you talking about?
Well, Isaiah Thomas with the Bucks, he had a system where he was fifth in MVP, but once he left, like, all right, this man really can't play.
Isaiah Thomas?
Little Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, they both little.
Well, you know what?
I know what you're talking about.
That is a good point. I like that, Matt. I think that's a good comparison. I'm gonna put it on here. He said he's a better version of Reggie Miller. I think that's a good one.
I can agree
because Reggie was good at defense too.
Yeah.
So I give him that.
Clay D is.
It's up there.
I think he's a better shooter though.
Yeah, hell yeah. There ain't no comparison. No.
You know what? We'll see what Devin Booker. Jay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I only see Devin Booker games on highlights. I mean, I've never sat and watched the Suns game. I like seeing people in the crowd. But
Devin Booker fire though.
I mean,
I like Donovan Mitchell better.
I hate when people are a beast on teams that don't win.
I think
that's all.
From watching Donovan Mitchell, he can bring teams there. I think
Mitchell is legit.
I'm looking forward to.
I just don't like him because he brought COVID to the NBA.
No, he had great COVID.
It was Gobert went over to France, sucking dick, and brought this shit. and brought this shit back over here. Almost went to that game. Almost got sick because it was in Detroit.
Oh yeah.
Go there like, oh yeah, go back good. Oh, I don't know how the fuck I got these. I give a fuck is something dick.
Yo, like you said, Devin Booker, man. I think he needs to chuck up the money and go ball with the team. Like you'll get it, bro. You'll get it with the endorsements and stuff.
Go
but stop. I think he signed a long contract or something too.
He sound like 100 year. He gonna die. He gonna be buried underneath that fucking stadium. Like, man, just leave.
Hey, no point in that, man.
Like, we want you to stay here. We got to.
But I'm saying, you've been here this long, and they cannot build it around you.
I'll be like, fuck this thing.
He should, yeah, man, because he was trying to get that money, which I understand.
Hey, Jay, what makes it so bad is that he down there, they talked him into that. Because I'd be like, man, look, I've been dominating for 5 years. We know some people down here, we got a contract. 20 years. I'm listening. 400 million. Yeah, we done. Here we go.
Okay.
That's
I can't even lie. That kind of way, I'm like, fucking shit. I'll buy 8 replica championships and put it in my club. And I'll say, like, I won fucking 8 championships. What the fuck? This is a made in China, bitch. Don't touch my shit. I told you I won 8 of these. I have NBA championship, Super Bowl champion,
NHL.
anything else. I won 8 Stanley Cup. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Every time a girl get in there, you're not shit. You're never be shit, man. Shut the fuck up. I won these championships, bitch. That's why you with me. Like you balled. I was there when you got it. Shut up. But man, let's get to that one last topic. We gonna get to this.
You gotta go. So
Man, I want a D-Sign extension. Let me see. I gotta go to the next time.
the last topic that we got for the night, you guys, is titled "In the Air Tonight." Is it just me, or are people more angry and more stupid now? I totally think they are more angry and more stupid now. Social media plays a factor, which I think is such crazy. I didn't understand how strong the media was, and I'm talking about news first. The news is strong. You know how many people the fucking news reaches? And it's on every day. You know what I'm saying? It's always there for you. Social media, has brought it to where again, it's every day. Every day, whatever somebody wants to feed into your head can be fed into your head.
Yep.
And people pay big marketing dollars to get into your brain. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely
158 million. He ain't going nowhere.
he chill.
Woo!
158 million.
We just looked up Devin.
He chill.
Yeah. Buy them championships, bro. I'm like,
And that's probably still an early contract.
Yeah, he just signed.
He ain't even
He
get to
just
the
signed
big
5
part.
years.
He ain't getting to
To
the big part of
they
that.
go
bad.
Supermax. He's still young. What, 24?
23.
23?
He is 20.
Nice.
no, I got some interesting ones.
23.
Matt agreed with it. He said, "Yup, angry and more stupid." Yup. And Matt, I know because you work in that downtown area just like Matt do, and I know y'all see seeing firsthand,
Bro.
stupidity. Because I don't know about y'all. I know I ain't the only one that's seeing more people running red lights, and I ain't talking about like one in the blue moon. I'm talking boom, 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 and just a lot of just people just like impatient and angry as hell. You got to bring your patience out here, because if you don't, you run up on somebody that you might have last straw, broke your back, and they just like, no, that's it. That was it for me today.
It's a persona everybody wanted to keep, like that. Hey, I'm tough, I'm hard, and I gotta do these certain things to keep this persona. And the thing is with that is that's why you run to these situations.
Damn, Jay, why you say it like that?
What he said?
Woo.
What he said?
Well, I'm trying to get everybody. He said it's hell on earth. Society is failing itself, and people are starting to realize. I'm gonna put it on here too. Starting to realize they are not in control of themselves as they thought, and people seem to fear what they don't understand. Fear turns into anger, and the world is confused right now. I definitely agree with that. I think that when they went in for this pandemic, I think maybe we're a little bit different because we kept in contact with each other and everything else and all this other different stuff. I think introverts kind of helped themselves out, was a little better. But a lot of people, you would have thought it would have made you have a greater appreciation for like, oh man, my people, I ain't around there, man. When I get back, I'm going to be more, this is what I need to do.
Worse.
But people came out here 10 times worse, 10 times angry. And then not to mention all this political nonsense we got going on that's just going crazy. I mean, people talking about kidnapping Gretchen.
That was
she kind of bad.
That was crazy.
I'm trying to tell people they sleeping on Gretchen.
Big Gretch.
I can see. I might not kidnap her, but you know. But I mean, I'm like, it's 6. I'm like, they wasn't trying to kidnap her, hold her captive. They was gonna be raping her.
That was a militia.
They was about to do some damage to her, and it's like but then I ain't the only one. Virginia governor, they was trying to plotting to kidnap Virginia governor. I'm like, people just going right out crazy, and it's getting so bad. And I know we got family issues that just happened. You know, I'm just saying, and keep my family lifted up in prayer. Real talk.
And it's that
it's crazy.
It's like I remember I was watching. I was on social media, and this white guy was like, "If Biden wins, I'm gonna go ahead and just start shooting up churches and schools." And
people for real.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part. It's like, wow, like.
And then cops. We bring up another situation with cops. You know, it's like I can see in cops' faces now where they like, I'm not about to intervene on nothing. In some aspects, they're like, man, I might be involved in nothing. I'm a damned if I do, damned if I don't situation. And this is the dangerous part that I told people we be playing with out here. When you keep saying, you know, putting labels on everybody instead of putting them on who we should be putting them on. Like this person, like, oh, everybody crazy. No, everybody ain't crazy. This motherfucker was crazy. We saw what he did. He crazy. But
if we're gonna talk about cops, I just want to put this perspective. I feel like this. If we have, let's just say we have a department with 10 bad cops, right? But the other 40 cops are good. If 40 cops will go ahead and hold these 10 cops accountable and turn those cops in, I feel like all 50 of them are bad. I mean, that's just from my perspective.
I think it's.
Oh, you said they don't turn them in.
If they don't turn them in or report them,
I think that's easy to say. You know what I'm saying? First of all, which Randy has said a lot, and I think it's the main point to push, man. Before, you know, I know we see the police brutality that's happening for sure, but let's not act like the shit ain't fucked up, you know.
And I can agree.
In general. And I think that's something that has to be preached even more than the police brutality, because if the people get better, the situation will, you know, get better. But when it again, man, that blue shield that they got, you can't step out of line, man, because they'll take that pension, they'll take everything away from you and strip you bare naked. And that's tough. Everybody like, yo, I got a family to feed. I ain't trying to be no martyr. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's real.
That's real.
Everybody can't just come out and be no Malcolm X. That's different type of blood. So it would be nice. Yeah, y'all gotta say something. Okay, my family eat. Now I've been a police officer 15 years. They holding my pension. I can't work as a police officer nowhere else because I spoke out. What I'm about to do.
I agree with you that. People don't even realize, like you said. That's why I'm always talking about we got to have conversations, because everybody talk a lot of stuff and say what this person should have did, but you ain't never had to walk in their shoes or do anything like that person did. Like I said with cops, you know, I ain't had all bad, I ain't had all good. But when I've worked with police officers through, you know, my nonprofits, it's been great because I've seen what they want to do. I've seen the fairness. Because most Detroit, and I mean this, I know a lot of people ain't gonna get this, but as I got older, when I was younger, it felt like we was getting harassed a lot. Got pulled over, had to sit on the corners and things of that nature, sit on the side of the car. There's a lot of things that they did. But when I got a hold of some good ones that love the community, that it hurt them. They work with kids, and they see these kids getting shot down. You got to think about some aspects of it. The police, just like Crips and Bloods, is a legal gang. And what I mean by that, no disrespect to the police out there, but it's the truth. No cop wants to be that cop. And you see it in movies all the time.
Hey, Jay, I love.
I'm talking about that sexual frustration. They so retarded.
He tripping, man.
He said, Kenzie, you want to take Jet out to eat with me? You right. I'm gonna just shut up. My bad.
That's the real reason. Okay.
He
But
trying to make a connection.
it's a big game. But what happened is that y'all gotta keep in mind, if you ain't never seen a good a movie, and I mean it's accurate because it's a true story too. And I like I said, working with cops and being with them and seeing both aspects of it. Because you got asshole cops, I call them out on it. And you got cops that try to do their best, but they out here and man, nobody want to be that cop that nobody come with you when you need that help. Hey man, I'm over here. No, we ain't got no units in that area.
Okay.
They do that. That's real shit. These
That
guys
wall.
are real.
That
They
wall.
do this, bro. They don't understand that. These guys will do that. They will leave them out. Oh man, he got shot out. Yeah. No, what happened? They don't like snitches. They don't like all this other good. Just like that's why I laugh. They don't like that junk.
No.
They're like, we the same. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, what's that? American Gangster.
Yep.
And they don't like it.
Sorry, man. No officers in the area.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Like what? Like dang. What's going on? Serpent Code. Have you ever seen that? That's an older movie with Al Pacino. These guys was he was showing dirty cops because he's like, man, y'all dirty, man. I'm out here, y'all ain't making no arrest. He got to a place, cops went with him, they backed off, and they set him up. So it's like, man, everything is kind of different, man. But to be honest, they all crazy, and I'm done looking at these two. How about you keep your business off Facebook, sir? Oh my God.
They trying to get lucky.
Hey, I'm laughing because Jay said, man, I'm sorry making these typos. I'm making these edits. So from that point on, everything went away. I don't feel safe anymore. They even letting get away with speeding, bro. It's bad. It's like real bad. That's why I just tell people, like we was talking about the other day, talking about guns.
Yeah.
Everybody got these guns now. It's about to be wild, wild west. People they are quick. I told y'all about it one time. Me, Cassandra were out. This just happened a week ago, and we was on Grand River, and I don't know what happened, but something just told me like just said I always look at my area, so I stay back a little bit. Car came speeding through, cut this car off in front of him. My man got out the car, yelling at the car, pop, 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 pop. Other car pulled off, and you know what I'm saying? Ladies just sitting there like, man. I'm like, dang, that just what happened. I'm like, we probably should get home. And he went off and started chasing them. But it's like crazy, man, because that whole night, then we went by another store. I told her, like, man, I just thank God because we was kind of surrounded by death this whole night because we went past a gas station in Warren. All these Warren cops was out. We saw them pushing somebody into an ambulance. I'm like, it must have been a car accident. Come to find out, it was a murder-suicide. The guy killed his wife at the gas station and turned the gun on himself. I was like, damn. I'm like, man, people just going nuts. I'm like, man, I'm like, click, click. I go by doors, I see everybody. Little kids, I don't care if you're 4 years old, I don't trust you. I'm patting you down. Now, what you got on you? Coming back, pop, pop, locking doors. It's crazy.
You know what's scary? Like, y'all, I know y'all watched The Purge, and I just think like one day this might be real. That's gonna be the scary shit. I think one day this shit might be real, something similar. Just to see how everything is now. It's just like you said, it's a wild what's coming.
Hey fellas, I'm about to hop off, but I'm still watching. I gotta go eat dinner and other recreational.
Do your thing.
You mean smoke marijuana?
Rick Ross.
I saw that pot almost fly by your head. Get off the phone. Tell her don't hit you. Reason don't hit him.
She over there doing her project. She ain't paying me no attention. All right,
You mean
fellas.
that Beijing black or something?
Don't let him do that to you, bro.
Because that thing dog, boy. Ain't no see through that thing dog. Good hair care.
Dog, I ain't about to play with you. Like, I'm trying to be positive. My baby right here. Goodbye.
All right, McKenna, love you, baby. All right.
Like that was a lot of people are getting their guns and stuff now. Man, I like being in the house, y'all. In the house. As I'm getting this, but that's cool, man. I like going to other people's houses. Like I'm a house hopper now. I don't like being out there.
And Mackenzie said you're a road race. It's like in certain stuff like right now, you can't just yell at somebody. Hey, they'll shoot you.
Yeah.
And be careful with that.
Be
man.
careful out there, Mackenzie.
And it's like people.
You one of our best fans. I don't want to see nothing happen to you. I'm be on this bad like, hey man, what you do? I gave him the finger, the motherfucker shot my finger, the fucking finger off. I'm like, damn, Mackenzie, don't do that shit.
Yeah, but no, it's
but seriously, yeah,
like,
low-key.
like you said earlier, you gotta have patience with people. Like, and the certain stuff you gotta let go. You gotta feel like, oh well, you got punked or you a bitch today or whatever. Like, all right, I'll be fine, but I'm able to go home. It's a lot of stuff that
I do remember that happening. They had these horns. It was like the air horns coming out when Corona first started. And it's just like purge. I do remember hearing that, but Mackenzie, what Mackenzie just
That's
said?
just for the east side. Though.
They just it was. They really
they
was.
got
Like,
control that part of the population.
I can't stand West Side.
That east side, but it's like, hey. That's when all the helicopters was out there. They said, let's set these up.
I can't lie to you.
Keep y'all in a confined area.
Where's Batman?
Fucking got him.
Hey,
I can't even front on it, man.
Batman beating up piece of shit.
I ain't going out there. Hey, Batman driving in Detroit like, fuck this. I better call Superman. Them motherfuckers got them motherfuckers out there jitting and shit. Kryptonite shoes on and shit like, oh god.
Kryptonite bumps on and shit.
Like, damn, man, I ain't going down there. They crazy, man. I see what they say. Yeah, buddy. I was like, man, they programming the east side to trip out. But yeah, it's crazy now. I hope that it get better. But and it looked like we're about to go on another shutdown.
Honestly, as I don't look forward to it, but we should. We should.
It's funny. I work with Canada a lot, and this will be the last time I say it, but I work with Canada a lot. And when you just go over there and see what they're doing and how our numbers are completely compared to a country right to the north of us that's like, look, we ain't playing no games with this. But they're creating everything needed so people don't have to suffer during this thing, like the funding. And when I hear the United States talking about, oh, we too broke, like shut the fuck up. We print our own fucking money. Now we don't even have a gold standard no more. What the fuck? We still like, no, we don't. We got too much of it out here for it, man. Floating around. Now, is it worth shit? Now, I don't know, but I just sit there and laugh. You know what I'm saying?
And again, my cousin, she lives in Canada. You all know, my family up there. They gave them a monthly stipend. Like, she said, oh no, I've been on Amazon, but everything paid. She was like, they want us in our homes, and they're paying to keep us in our homes. Yep. And I said, man, first of all, as advanced and as America is, we really got some stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen it, the post where it's talking about the food, the things that are in our food compared to the different countries. I mean, America is really about gain, greed, and straight cash, because that's always going to be the top. And other countries, they care about money. It's a country, but it's some differences in there.
But like you said, because with Canada, they see this is why I laugh at this stuff, because over here they gave out $1,200, and then we all made fun of some people. Like, you got first thing we did was we made fun of some people. You couldn't wait for that. I'm like, yeah, they probably couldn't wait for it. Some of them where we messed it up so bad, but these countries are still maintaining their economics going forward, because they realize I'm not going to go wrong with flooding the system with money, because it's coming right back into the system.
That was my biggest thing. I'm sitting there, first of all, man, when it came to Trump, dog is he weird to me. Like, man, fuck that. Wait till after the
election.
I was sitting there like, no, there's still tons of people that aren't working, still haven't gotten the unemployment, and it's like, damn, no, like, even if you had savings and whatnot, you ran through that. I was like, man, like this, and it's only $1,200. Yep. I'm like, dog, you really like
grudging it?
This is too important. $1,200, it makes a difference to people. That eviction stuff is gone. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get in the courtroom, but you can get put out now, and it's like, man, it's like, dog, where are you gonna go?
No, that's court system still functioning. The only reason people get in the courts is that you have to already be in jail. So any other trials and stuff like that is still on hold. And it's just crazy. I look at it because I'm like, economics would just tell you, look right up to the north. And every time I talk to someone from Canada, they're like, man, I don't know how to, like, y'all don't realize how many people is laughing at y'all country.
Yeah. Who was the Asian guy running for president?
Yang?
Yang.
Yep.
Again, with what Yang said, and when you really look at the makeup of people, first of all, and economics, if you flood it with money, people are going to spend. It doesn't. Again, you're gonna have some people that stash it up. You know, that's just but that's a small percentage, and they flooded Amazon gonna get $1 trillion richer or something because the money gonna get spent
like they
right back into the economy.
You said it not too long ago. We was just talking. Me and Joe were talking. He was like, he said, "This gonna be the biggest season money wise for shopping that we ever seen." And it's I guarantee, and I see it more and more. You're going to see guaranteed records. One, because most of it is coming online. Other part of it is only they letting 20% people in the stores and stuff now. And it's going. You think Black Friday was horrible before? Ooh, man. I don't want to be out. I'm not going nowhere near that because they gonna have police presence because people is, man, be careful out here, y'all. That's all I say.
Again, what Jada said, people just need to get back to a simple life, which I agree. But the lack of 1,200 shouldn't break you. I can't roll with that, man.
Hey, I think the cost of living is way too skyrocket high just for the average. But I agree with you on people need to stop living among the. But you have to get to the point where, like, look, this is well above your means. Stop doing it like that. And
people got to understand. A lot of times they think because they're not taking vacations every couple of months or something that they're not living above their means. You know what I'm saying? You gotta again. That's
even like I said, going back, like you gotta think about what the pandemic has done, to where like, okay, unemployment's been taking too long, and you need this $1,200 to pay this rent, or you go get kicked out, or anything So like it's not a lot of money compared to what other countries are getting as far as their aid, but it helps. Like it helps.
Please.
And I agree with that because we and I'm gonna kid, I know you one of our newest viewers. We appreciate you. Thank you. But we always be talking about the stock market, and that's what the stock market do. It crashes. It crashes, and it's gonna crash and crash before it's gonna happen again. It's about just being prepared. I did do like just reading a little bit. I'm gonna put the article in there about when it says when the crash never comes back up. It was a deep article, and I was like, woof. And if y'all ever seen what's the name of the movie, The Dark Knight, and he had a quote in that movie, he gonna say, man, he's like, man, I got my money at home and under my mattress. He gonna say, yeah, if y'all don't get in here, that money you got in your mattress gonna be worth a lot less. And I think we gotta be careful because we teeter on that. A lot of people we see to go up and keep doing it like it normally do. But in this article, he just explained how it's gonna be the big crash where it don't come back up, where economics is gonna be kind of shot.
Where if you don't have foreign money or foreign investments, American money gonna be worth shit. So,
but it's a global breakdown.
America is the front runner.
Yep.
If America falls,
it's everything, and that's the fear of everybody. They know it. Even China. That's why China was so upset about the tariffs, because America, it don't make up the biggest population in the world, but we use over half the resources on this big ass planet. Yep. And they're like, well, fuck you. And that's where Trump, and I ain't gonna lie, shoot me later, but that's one of the things I agree with Trump about.
Yep.
I'm like, tax the fuck out of him. He like, because y'all gotta remember why he want to do it. He don't want to pay that fucking debt back to the motherfuckers. Yep. Fuck y'all. Tax them. Y'all want to, what I'm saying? They're like, what? And people don't realize how much on the verge of war. If you really gotta be watching some things that China is with United States. They're like, that shit, you like, what is he saying? Like, it's almost like some pimp shit in the street. Like, you motherfuckers owe us money and you want to tax me? Like, I got something for that ass.
No, that's something that
he's like, that's something.
And that's what it is. I'm telling you. That's why I was looking like, even though he put it on there, I'm like, And people don't really know how much in debt the U.S. is to China.
Oh yeah.
We are in debt to the
Yeah.
mother. That's why I laugh like, mama, you spent me about $124 for the damn student loan. Yo, motherfuckers, over like $30 trillion. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Right, and you know something? I'm happy you brought that up. That's something I really need to do research on. How the hell we got into so much debt with China in the first place? I mean, America's supposed to be, the land,
free.
you know what I'm saying? But China got a leash on them, like, hey. But again, Trump, dog, ego, but dog.
That's what I told people to start laughing.
Trying to be like, hey man, you borrowed that little 20 from me, you gonna pay it back? Fuck you! Like,
He's like, oh yeah, we gonna pay it back. He go back home like, man, tax these motherfuckers, dog.
Boy,
I'm telling you,
I
so.
don't know, man. It's a lot of stuff.
I see y'all, and man, we appreciate y'all. We went, dang, we still squeezed all that in and still made good time. So next week we got come from. First of all, man, I'm so happy to see y'all, man. This bad boy, man. So next week, same place, we'll be here again. Barring anything else, we'll let y'all know. But next week, John Glover, I'm glad he just popped on. I want everybody to see him, but he's gonna be here next week. Man, entertain. This guy's hilarious, but this guy is smart as a whip. Y'all gonna enjoy him all the way through. It's gonna be great. Again, we said that it's every Wednesday, 7 o'clock now. 7 to 7:30. For some of y'all, I want y'all to be no smart ass.
Wait, I
was over there at 7, but yeah.
Mackenzie was like, it's 7:20. Where y'all at?
And we try to be there. We just good. But now, like I said, next week, great show. John, I call him. I know he has Senior John, so I'm Senior Glover. So Senior Glover will be here. John Glover, aka Kwame Kilpatrick, will be here. Oh yeah. Oh, look, Mackenzie's like, I was hot. I'm sorry, Mackenzie. We ain't gonna do it again. We ain't gonna do that again. Or we'll be here. I'm gonna start even if there's nobody right here on the couch and I'm in the shitter. Like, give us a second. We about to be out of here. Keep our word. But man, I'm just happy to be here together. And Nicole will be here next week.
Yeah.
So Miss Cola will be. Hey, I know. Hey, let me start.
Listen, last week again, man, I got hit up by people. They was like, yo, y'all need a woman on the show. I'm like, damn, we got a woman.
Yeah, we got a woman. Nicole. You see this?
Listen, we got to keep our woman viewers happy because they be feeling like we some misogynistic assholes.
We ain't no misogyny. I love y'all women. I don't know where y'all be standing. I
picked Brandy side on the damn.
Yeah, we did. We be helping y'all. We call guys out on their bullshit too. So don't be saying that about us, y'all. Yeah, but Miss Cola will be here next week. But hey, y'all need to go flood Miss Cola up. Tell her because she up there. She said she has a couple things going on, but she gonna be back next week. We here in person, so everybody be here. The whole crew will be here live next week. Same location. We told y'all I was gonna be there. We was gonna get it together, so we'll be here. Yep, I said Jordan trying to put me out there. Laugh my ass off. Oh man, I got a daughter. I ain't misogynistic. I got a daughter, 4 goddaughters. And 1 godson.
I think women need to understand when men speak with confidence and some vigor, that don't mean we misogynistic.
Yeah, I ain't misogynistic, Mackenzie. I love women. I think women are the most incredible thing God has ever created outside of wisdom. I think
that last show did ruffle some feathers for sure.
I know it ruffle some feathers, but you know the hardest thing, the truth hurts, but also the truth will set you free in some aspects, depending on what it is. So I'm gonna let y'all guys, if you're on the closing off, but Mackenzie, we appreciate you. I have black friends.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all for spending
time. Jay, where them edibles?
I was thinking about weed on the way here. Anyway, thank y'all for spending time with us. Continue to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next week.
Again, man, everybody that's watching, it's easy to do. Y'all know how to fucking do it. But before you leave, hit the like button, hit the share button for us, man.
Thank you.
Let it ride.
Yep. All right, y'all. And then we'll see y'all next week, Wednesday. Unfiltered.